Everton then looking for back-to-back wins at Goodison Park today as they host the Londoners, a side they would have been above if they hadn't had that 10-point deduction. The Londoners might be struggling this season, but Sean Dyche knows that it will not be easy.
They're a very strong outfit. I know they've been a bit up and down. New manager, finding his group and all that sort of stuff. I was at Old Trafford. They've still got quality. They've still got pace. They've still got a depth of experience in football. So we've got to be ready. Back to the point of asking about the points tally. Then when I took over, I think it was 15 points from 20 games, or we reversed that and got 20 points from 15. Would have had 20 points from 15 games. That's quite a big swing, as you know, and it shows there's growth in the side. And that's all I spoke about at the beginning of the season when people asked me about the expectations, was to do better. And I think there's clear signs of that. So that's important.
Games are coming thick and fast, as we know. How do you keep up that momentum now?
Well, it certainly helps when the standards are high in the training ground, which I think we've got there. I think the culture and environment they're working in is very good. And I think they're delivering. I spoke to them this week about it, actually. The drive and determination to train properly every day. I think that's growing all the time. And then giving performances, delivering performances. And, of course, when you're winning, that winning mentality, it's a home game. A good side, we know that, and a big club, but it's a home game. We're a big club ourselves. Our fans are going to be right up for it, obviously. So all them things help with that bit of energy and that extra energy that you sometimes need as a footballer and as a team. So we'll certainly be coming back to Goodison in good shape, ready for the next challenge.
What have you made of Chelsea so far? Spent a lot of money, but it's not guaranteeing them success, is it?
Well, there's not always that situation. New manager goes in, a manager I definitely respect and his staff, and it seems to me he's making changes. He's finding different ways to work with the players, and sometimes that takes time. It did at Tottenham when he was there. I'm sure he's doing his own work with the players to get them into the rhythm that he wants and the way of playing that he wants. We'll have to see when we come across it on Sunday. But they've got very good players still. And I saw them at Old Trafford, and they regathered themselves, I thought. After a quiet first half, they regathered themselves second half, and they looked like an outfit. So I don't think you spend all that money and with a good manager who's knowledgeable and don't get some kind of outcome. So we've got to make sure that we're ready for our performances. I think we have been doing. I think we did tonight against another good side. There's no two ways about it. They've proved that, Newcastle. So I think the focus has to be on us, and that's what we're looking to build here. We want the focus on us. I would say, of course, we all do the analytics, we all do the reports, we all look at the opposition. Every player knows nowadays. But it's about us, and I think it's more about what we're doing and how we're stepping into these games.
Corner taken by Dwight McNeil, high towards Annan, and header from Tarkowski! 1-0! Coleman up against Koch. Can the Everton captain get there first? He can. Has gone! Seamus Coleman has whipped it across and he's fooled everybody! Dwight McNeil, edge of the penalty area, shot, goal! Yes! There he goes! Dwight McNeil has given Everton the perfect start! Driven shot. Oh! Abdoulaye Doucouré, a goal from the goal!
BBC Radio Merseyside.
Welcome to Goodison Park. Plenty of noise already ahead of this afternoon's game as Everton look to make it a hat-trick of wins in the space of 8 days. The last time they did a hat-trick of wins, February 21, when they had 2 away wins at Southampton and West Brom. 2 away wins at Southampton, at Liverpool and West Brom, and they beat Southampton here. That was when Carlo Ancelotti was the manager, and we're on our third manager at Goodison Park since. But the atmosphere here today, Alan Stubbs, on the back of that win, you could just tell, can't you? Special.
Yeah, I think obviously since the points, it's really galvanised the club again. And the performances since then, apart from the United results, which I thought the performance was good, to be honest, even though they'd lost the game. I think the first goal absolutely took the wind out of everybody in the ground. So Everton are on the back of a real good run of form. And I think what's most important is that the away form has been good and the home form has been not so good, really. Whereas I feel that's turned the corner. And I think Thursday night was one of them where you're seeing it, and I think I was disappointed, but to be honest, with the commentary on the game on Thursday. I don't mean on Merseyside, I mean on the telly where I watched it. Is that people were saying about Newcastle being tired, and yes, and but Everton made them look tired as well. Everton got stronger as the game went on, and I thought that was a bit disappointing. And Everton don't think got enough credit for that performance on Thursday.
If you're listening to the boos, that's for the Premier League banner being unfurled in front of the teams as they shake hands. I think that will be a fixture until that matter is resolved. But the 3 points are what the Blues are after today. And the team news is that Seamus Coleman doesn't feature, but the Blues do have James Garner back. And they line up with Jordan Pickford in goal, a back line of Ashley Young, James Tarkowski, Jared Brantwaite and Vitaly Mikalenko. James Garner, Idrissa Gueye, Abdoulaye Doucouré, Jack Harrison, Dwight McNeil and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. On the bench, João Virginia, Nathan Patterson, Amadou Onana, Arnaud Djuma, Beto, Ben Godfrey, Yusuf Chermiti, Mackenzie Hunt and Lewis Dobbin. As for Chelsea, well, Pochettino, as Alan Stubbs was mentioning a few minutes ago, really has ripped this side apart from their defeat on Wednesday night at Old Trafford. On the bench for them, left out the starting 11, Thiago Silva, Raheem Sterling, Nicholas Jackson and Levi Colwill. That is some serious talent not starting this game. Chelsea line up with Robert Sanchez in goal. Their back line of Mark Cucurella and Axel Disasi. Disasi's on the bench, I should say. Reece James, Axel Disasi, Benoit Badiashile and Mark Cucurella. Midfield of Moussa Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Conor Gallagher and Cole Palmer. And 2 men up front, Mikhailo Mudryk and Armando Broja. As I mentioned, those 4 guys on the bench along with Jordi Petrovic, Ian Matson and 3 youngsters, Alfie Gilchrist, Alex Matsos and Leo Castledine. They're all 19 or 20. I would say Pochettino's put 4 men on the bench. He's got no other options but to play if he wants to make changes. Yeah,
I think he's obviously, he's got to the point where he's had enough of some of the abject performances that this Chelsea team has put in, and thought, right, enough's enough. And he's obviously, as he's looked from the team sheet compared to during the week, he's read the riot act and he's gone with this group of players. And I think Everton, to start this game, have got to really get into this Chelsea team and make them feel sorry for themselves.
They're a jigsaw puzzle, aren't
they? They are. The club, it seems to be it doesn't have an identity. I don't think there's an identity to the recruitment. I don't think there's an identity to the playing style of the team just yet. I think Pochettino's a real good manager. I think he's top draw. But he's obviously come into a really difficult job as well.
Our referee today is Michael Oliver, and the man with the video referee is Stuart Atwell. Michael Oliver's just waiting for everybody to get ready, and a huge roar from Goodison Park goes up. Michael Oliver says, "Let's go," and James Garner gets us underway and gives it straight back to Jordan Pickford to launch it long left-footed. Going to be Badiashile to get under this one. As they had a clearance in, Gallagher battling for it alongside Mudryk. The ball going to find Dominic Calvert-Lewin on that right-hand side. That's the Bullens Road side. Everton attacking the Howard Kendall Gladys Street end in the first half with Tarkowski looking to get Doucouré going forward. That's going to be everybody through to Robert Sanchez. And Everton are starting just with Calvert-Lewin as that sole man up front, aren't they? There's no change there.
I think that Everton's team is very settled at the moment. And I think we all know what the best starting 11 is, and I think it's, for me, potentially apart from the right back position, I think this is Everton's strongest 11.
It's Harrison getting down the right hand side. He's got Cucurella with him, and he'll win the throw in right by the corner flag. A positive start by the Blues in this first minute. They've already been snapping away at Chelsea in the limited possession that visitors have had. So the ball's going to go back to Tarkowski. There's Broja chasing him down. There's Brantwaite. He's going to look to have to go all the way back to Jordan Pickford as Cole Palmer was putting the pressure on him. And Pickford's looking left towards O'Neill. Well, can't reach that one. High over his head. And a throw into Chelsea, halfway inside their own half. Which Reece James, their captain, will take. That's Axel Disasi, French international. This is Benoit Badiashile to Cucurella, gone right across the pitch of Chelsea, and they're going it again. Cucurella is going to go back to Reece James, and it goes back to the keeper, Robert Sanchez. And this is Disasi once again. Here's James again, playing in straight lines. Chelsea at the moment, not too adventurous this. back to Robert Sanchez, who clears it long downfield over the head there of Broja. And he's not going to beat Branthwaite to it. And Branthwaite exchanges passes with the keeper. And now is Mikolenko to Idrissa and back to Pickford they go once more. And Pickford clears looking for Doucouré or Calvert-Lewin. It's Calvert-Lewin with the flick on. And there's Doucouré down his left-hand side. Badiashile came across and cut him down quickly there. So look at Badiashile. Oh, it's a dangerous pass there, but Sanchez was out quickly to avert any danger. Just lumped forward. Garner with the flick on there. McNeil couldn't quite get there. And it's Badiashile who finds Caicedo. Out to the left-hand side, that's Cucurella. Can't miss him with the flowing locks. Cucurella, and who of course one of the Brighton players who impressed so much, along with Caicedo. This is Cole Palmer turning away, looking for the run inside. This Mudryk round the back. Ashley Young just got there in time, but he's still got it. Mudryk turns the ball back in the shot, beaten away by Pickford. Second attempt over the bar. That was Enzo Fernandez, and the first threat of the game from the visitors.
Yeah, I think we've just seen a glimpse there of the quality of Chelsea in the final third. You know, when their star players do click, you can see the quality that they have, and you know they've just cut open Everton there with the ball just down the side of Ashley Young into Mudryk, and I don't actually think Ashley Young was aware of the run that he was making in the end. He got caught by surprise, and you know it ends up with Fernandez off the initial shot. He has the rebound which goes high over the bar, but a little early warning sign for Everton there.
Ball over the top, looking for Calvert-Lewin. It's a poor back pass, and Sanchez just about stopped it going for a corner. Not sure what the defender was thinking there. That's Disasi.
I think what you're seeing there is that you see how good Chelsea can be in their own final third, but you can see how defensively weak they can be in their own third as well.
They keep changing the defence as well, and there's no Thiago Silva today, which was a big surprise to me as Harrison takes on Cucurella, gets support from Ashley Young, still got it there, falls over, and referee says play on as Cucurella brings it away for Chelsea. Broja on the turn, doesn't bring the control he needs to. That was a poor piece of control by the young ball in forward there. It's Harrison again though, first time cross, looking for Calvert-Lewin, but Badiashile got there. And here comes Chelsea bringing it away with Conor Gallagher. The challenge coming in by Garner, but it will be 4 for Mudryk. And it's Caicedo who looks to be playing the anchorman role. Let's not forget Caicedo turned down a move to Liverpool for £111 million in the summer. You wonder if he regrets that, footballing wise.
Yeah, footballing wise, I would think so. He's top quality though. You know, I've been very impressed by him and Fernandez. You know, I think is another brilliant signing. They just haven't got going in this team, but they're two very, very good individuals.
Let's not forget Fernandez was part of that Argentinian World Cup.
Yeah.
There's Cucurella on halfway for Chelsea. We've had 5 minutes play and it's still goalless. There's Mudryk again, just gets past out. That's Young far too easily. The cross coming in is comfortably dealt with by Mikolenko, who will chest it away and finally clear it. Second time on the run though, Mudryk has got past Ashley Young way too easily, and you wonder whether they're going to have to double up on that.
Yeah, I think Jack Harrison might have to have a busy afternoon in terms of helping Ashley Young just going from this early 6 minutes in this game, because Mudryk looks like he's going to give Ashley Young quite a few problems this afternoon.
Here's Disasi for Chelsea on halfway to Reece James. Cole Palmer is the man coming short from James. Made the run, but Palmer decided to ignore him and give the ball back to Disasi. Here's Badiashile. He's going to turn it back to Robert Sanchez. I remember watching Robert Sanchez a couple of years ago playing for Rochdale in League One. You know, and you had David Rea, who plays for Arsenal, this time at Southport not so long ago. There's Branthwaite's ball, just cushioned into the path of Mikolenko. It's Tarkowski and Idrissa Gueye. Lovely time pass like Garner. Out it goes to Harrison. A real opportunity. First time cross there, just too hard, just too far ahead of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who was bearing down on it. And it will go out for a goal kick, despite the appeals of the Gladys Street there. Tom McNeil has gone down in a heap there as he was taking on Reece James. He's right on the byline. He's getting up okay. But a nice move by Everton there, wasn't it? First time cross.
Yeah, it was. It was a promising attack by Everton, and the ball gets played out to Jack Harrison, and if anything, he just plays the ball a little bit too early and a little bit too hard, just across that area between the penalty box and the 6-yard box. Sorry, the penalty spot and the 6-yard box, and it just goes 2 or 3 yards ahead of Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
There's a lovely ball again by Idrissa Gueye. Chance for Doucouré to get to the byline. Left footed cross into the near post, and Sanchez is out quickly. Well, that time Calvert-Lewin was in the 6-yard area.
Yeah.
Just didn't really have the pace on it to get past the keeper who anticipated it.
Yeah, I think that's where Everton are going to get most joy this afternoon, in terms of them balls into the box. Either in behind the defence or balls in the air for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, because these two centre backs, yes, they're very athletic, but I don't think they'll want to be challenging in the air against someone like Dominic Calvert-Lewin if that ball's played right.
It's Fernandes bursting downfield for Chelsea. Looking left, Mudryk. He seems to be their target man. Finds Fernandes, who peels away to the left-hand side. He's got Young in front of him. Fernandes onto his right foot. Is he going to get it back? He is. He's going to give it to Palmer. Palmer's going to take his time and give it to Cucurella. A lot of momentum's going out of this move at the moment as Palmer into the 6-yard area. Branthwaite takes no chances, heads it away for a corner, facing his own goal.
Yeah, I think Branthwaite's done the right thing there because he's not sure, he's not aware of anyone behind him. If anything, I would, whenever we can't hear, but you'd like to think Mikalenko's screaming at him there to let it go, because there was no one behind him either. It could have easily been dealt with. But Everton, have to defend this corner now.
And that corner is at the Park end, which Mudryk has come across to take. And Everton have got everybody back defending in the penalty area. And see that Branthwaite has picked up one of the defenders right on the edge of the 18-yard area, and that's where the target is. And the header comes in, it's over the bar. It was Badiashile who got there, and you can see they're going to meet up a lot today.
Yeah, I think they are. They're a couple of big centre halves in the Chelsea team, with Disasi and Badiashile. So Everton are going to have to be on the guard. Branthwaite there.
The listeners they are big.
Yeah, they're two real
giants.
Yeah, they are. Physically big, 6 foot. I'd say easily look like 6'3", 6'4".
Very solid looking guys.
Yeah, they are.
Throw into Everton just inside the Chelsea half, taken by Ashley Young on the far side. Calvert-Lewin's made the run. There's nobody in the box, but he's pushed over by Cucurella, who's looking at the assistant referee there as if to say surely not. But it is a free kick, and this is effectively a corner. It's no more than a metre or so from the corner flag. I think as a defensive unit now, that's what Chelsea will set up as if it was a corner, because it's just very similar. It's a cheap free kick by Cucurella to give away that Everton will gladly take. Just a reminder, 2 other games at 2 o'clock, no goals between Fulham and I think it's Fulham are playing. It's Luton and Manchester City. And Fulham and West Ham is the other game at Craven Cottage. Dwight McNeil with the free kick from the far side, swings it in left footed. Sanchez comes but doesn't get there, just manages to palm it away, and Tarkowski was right behind him, just got a touch on it. Now, I won't say the sun was in his eyes there. There is only a little bit of sun at Goodison Park, but you can see already Sanchez has got his shielding his eyes. The ball down the line is kept in by Mikalenko. He tried to flick it on looking for McNeil. Reece James got there, and Sanchez, he took his time clearing that one. That nearly rolled over the goal line. You could hear the roar from the crowd. That was a brickmanship.
I think we've seen a couple of comical moments from Sanchez early on, whereas he's let the ball run across him, whereas one he nearly got caught by Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and another one there he's rolled across, and it was looking a bit dicey at one point. He was going to go in.
He's playing sweeper keeper now.
Yeah.
As he volleys it clear, but straight out to Jack Harrison on the left-hand side, and Harrison will win the throw off Mudryk. Yeah, a bit of a box of tricks at the moment. So
you've just took the words out my mouth, Phil. Because exactly what I was going to say. I don't think we're going to have a dull afternoon from a keeper anyway.
Manu Saif, another of the Brighton signings, of course. For Chelsea, got 3 on the side. Ball's out of play there for another throw to Everton. This is in line with the edge of the Chelsea penalty area. Again, over on the Everton right-hand side, which is the far side from where we are. Coming up to 12 minutes on the clock, and it's still Everton 0, Chelsea 0 here on BBC Radio Merseyside Sport. Ball thrown short for Harrison. Played into the middle. It'll come back to Harrison. 4 Chelsea players around him, threads the ball through to Abdoulaye Doucouré. He tried to put it through the eye of the needle there to get it back to him. And there's Idrissa Gueye to the byline, pulls the ball across, didn't get any elevation on it, and Badiashile was in the way. And Chelsea will just clear it long anywhere downfield. And Mykolenko will have to chase it all the way back, got Palmer after him, so he has to turn it back to Jordan Pickford. That's a bit basic from Chelsea, isn't it, to just launch it out?
No, it's not.
Route 1, no.
Yeah, it was a good play, good bit of play from Everton initially. Nice one-touch passing on the far side, which got Idrissa Gueye in.
There's McNeil's ball from Mykolenko, who's nudged off it there by James.
Yeah, sorry, I was just saying that when the ball went down that far side, down Everton's right-hand side, Idrissa Gueye got himself into a really good position, and if anything, the ball was just too far in front of him, and he didn't get any power on the cross.
He was reaching for it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was just overreaching. But good play from Everton again. You know, they've grown into this game, apart from the couple of attacks that Chelsea have had early on.
Chelsea playing it across their box again from the restart. There's James trying to play the ball up. There's a wrestling match going on, and it's Broja who's allowed to wrestle. Branthwaite's off the mark and still going as Broja. He's inside the penalty area, and Branthwaite comes back, stays with him, has to concede the corner.
Great defending.
Broja had got a yard on him.
Yeah, great defending by him. I think in the initial stages of that duel with Broja there, I think Branthwaite was probably too eager to get to the ball, and they were both jostling, and the referees played on. And then, to be honest, as Broja's made a dart for the penalty box, Branthwaite's just out-muscled him in the end and got a really good challenge in.
Corners Chelsea to be taken by Mudryk on this this near side, the Chelsea right. Short ball for Conor Gallagher, and he's going to get it all the way back to Palmer. He's got a very good left foot, Palmer, on the way. Brilliant save by Pickford. That was heading towards the top corner, and the Everton and England keeper there showed his worth with a tremendous palm away. Everton have given the ball away again though, but this time McNeil is brought down. The Jordan Pickford show there. That was a tremendous effort by Palmer, and a top class save to deny him. Yeah,
to be honest, but when Palmer hit that there, I actually thought it was going to be nestling in the top corner, you know, and it's a fantastic save by Jordan Pickford, because it wasn't just the hit, the ball was moving and dipping, you know, where he had to really concentrate on it, you know, and as a result of that, you could tell the way he saved it, because he wasn't sure, because he's actually put two hands on it.
Two good saves.
Yeah, it was a very good strike and a very good save.
I can assure you from the replay we've seen, that was heading into the top corner, without a doubt. Palmer denied by Pickford earlier on, Fernandes as well. So Everton and Chelsea have created two opportunities. There's Cucurella with the clearance. It's Gallagher battling enough to win a free kick there from Michael Oliver, which Chelsea take quickly for Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. Nicked away from him by Idrissa Gueye, but he gets the ball back, and he's striding away from Idrissa Gueye, who pulls him down, and who's going to get a yellow card for it. Well, it's one of those ones where he's behind the player with the ball, and he's got his leg around him. If the player falls on, he's always going to get it, isn't he?
He is. I think it is a foul, but I don't think it's a yellow card. I think he's if any, yeah, maybe he is. Looking at the replay now, he brings his leg around and he chops down on the back of his right calf, really. So, yeah, I don't think Idrissa Gueye could have any complaints about that.
So the first yellow of the afternoon, and the free kick to Chelsea is halfway inside the Everton half. Quarter of an hour gone here, and Chelsea give it to Badiashile. He's inside the centre circle. He's going to spread play out to Reece James, or look to get to Reece James. McNeil intercepts, heads the ball clear for a throw, almost in line with the edge of the Everton penalty area. Blues fans are feeling for a foul throw by James there, but the referee waves play on. He's back with Benoit Badiashile. He spreads play out to Cucurella. It's about 10 yards inside his own half. This is Mudryk, showed the ball to Idrissa Gueye there. Quickly onto Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who has to peel away to the right hand side as Badiashile closes him down. Idrissa Gueye again, edge of the box, tries to thread it through, looking for Doucouré on this left hand side. Half cleared by Chelsea. McNeil with the cross, looking for Calvert-Lewin over the top. Jack Harrison, he tried to bring the ball under control. It ran away off the edge of his foot, and it's out for a goal kick to Chelsea.
Yeah, another promising attack by Everton. The ball just is on this left hand side here with Dwight McNeil, and he plays a lovely little photo ball in it. Unfortunately, it's too far ahead of
DCL
Calvert-Lewin, and it drops to the back post where Cucurella doesn't really deal with it, and Jack Harrison comes in and he just has just a bit of a heavy touch which goes out for a goal kick.
Poor clearance there by Badia Shield. Battle in midfield which Palmer wins, and here's Fernandes in a bit of space, and again they're going left. They're looking for Mudryk to attack Ashley Young down that Chelsea left hand side. He's inside him, gets the covering, tries to go past Mikolenko, who really came across, saw the danger and cut it out. And now Everton are on the move with Harrison down the left hand side. Can he keep it in? No. Well, he did, but he couldn't control it. And Cucurella, I thought that was really good from Mikolenko. That danger.
It was very good, because obviously Mikolenko's come from this left hand side and he's drifted infield, and he's ended up, as Mudryk's drifted inside past Ashley Young, he's stuck his leg out, which has halted the Chelsea attack. Really good defending from Mikolenko.
17.5 minutes gone. Here's Mikolenko in possession now. Rhys James takes it away, but Branthwaite will sweep it clear. Nice touch by Doucouré. Dwight McNeil's ball on, looking for Calvert-Lewin. Sanchez races out of his goal to launch it downfield onto the head of Tarkowski, who rather miscued that one, and that one as well, from the head of James Garner. Out for a throw into Chelsea. What do you make of this, Alan? Chelsea have had 2 opportunities on goal, forced 2 saves. Everton haven't forced a save from Sanchez, yet we're saying he looks a bit dodgy.
Yeah, I think he's just, if anything, he's just been a bit too lackadaisical when the ball's been coming back to him, which is he's created problems, or unnecessary problems for himself, just by wanting too much time.
Trying to play a bit of football.
Yeah, I think so, and I think with Chelsea, they look a real threat when they're going forward. There's no doubt about that, the quality that they've got. And Everton are going to have to be wary of that. You know, the concentration levels at the back are going to have to be real spot on today. But I do think they can get joy against this Chelsea backline, especially with balls, because I just think there's a lapse in concentration in there.
That's down the line from James, and here's Broja. He's got away from Mikolenko. Branthwaite has to come across to meet him. Broja's ball.
He's gone down.
Foul by Palmer is going to get a yellow card for simulation here. The ball came back from Broja. There was definitely a meeting between 2 players, and Palmer goes down on the edge of the penalty area, but immediately Michael Oliver blew for a foul to Everton.
I actually thought when Mikolenko went to take a tackle, I'm thinking, oh, don't. And I think he's pulled out last minute. He has, yeah. And I think that's, and it's 100% Michael Oliver's made a great decision. He pulls out and then he sticks his leg to the left to try and make contact with Mikolenko. Got that one absolutely spot on.
Yeah, as we see that tonight on Match of the Day, a well-timed withdrawal from the Everton player to not make contact, because he must have realised, as you said, this could be a penalty. Just to go back to the other yellow card, Idrissa Gana Gueye, that's 5 for him. He will not be available for the game at Burnley next Saturday. Of course, we'll be there to bring you commentary on that game. It's a 5:30 kick-off at Turf Moor, so a reshuffle definitely for Sean Dyche to consider there. Throw into Chelsea on the far side then. 20 minutes on the clock. A very interesting watch, this game, isn't it? It's good tactical. This is a...
It is. There's 2 contrasting styles, you know, in here with Everton. You know, you've got that 4-4-1-1, whereas Chelsea are a bit more fluid, whereas they've got players who are looking to break from midfield. Fernandes being the one who's just drifting in between Everton's midfield and backline.
Yeah, they've got Mudryk wide left. They're clearly targeting Ashley Young.
Yeah, they're trying to stretch the play. The wingers do play like literal wingers, and they've got like paint on the boots because they're that wide. Chelsea
messing around again near their own penalty area. Back to Sanchez, who's been ordered by Gallagher to just get it out of there. And this is Palmer. And Palmer is halfway inside his own half. He's going across field and he finds Cucurella, and lots of space here. Now then, you wonder whether he'll find Mudryk. Instead he's charging towards the edge of the penalty area. Now he gives it to Mudryk, who's inside the box, drills it across, and Branthwaite has to stretch out a long right leg to get it away. And Jordan Pickford's moaning his defence there, as if to say only Branthwaite was covering me.
Yeah, I think Chelsea just caught Everton on the break there, and Everton were unbalanced in terms of the full-backs getting back in.
And they've taken the corner quickly. Gallagher's cross is over the head of Broja. It'll go out for a goal kick. Right, we'll come back to Alan and thought about that in a minute because I thought Everton had switched off for a second. But let's quickly check in at Prenton Park. It's the Women's Super League game between Liverpool and Bristol City. Let's get the latest from Mike Perkins.
Goalless halfway point of the first half. Taylor Hines with Liverpool's main effort in the early stages here at Prenton Park. She's the only player who remains in the starting 11 from Liverpool's side who won the championship at Bristol City back in 2022. Bristol, the visitors today, have had territory but posed little threat. We've been playing for 23 minutes. It's Liverpool 0, Bristol City 0.
It's still 0-0 here. Just to go back quickly to that corner, Everton switched off, didn't they?
They did. They were too busy in terms of getting organised, and they forgot about the short corner, which Chelsea did very quickly. But in terms of the actual chance that they had, it was good defending from Jared Brantwaite again. He put himself in a real good position for the ball that was being slid across the box by Mudryk.
Yeah, Mudryk's been a real threat to Everton so far down that left-hand side. He's got quite a few balls in there. Chelsea got the throw-in on this near side, halfway inside their own half of the field, which James, their captain, will take. Chelsea wearing a very pale lime-coloured shirt. I'm not sure what colour it is, though. Looks washed out more than anything else. This is Caicedo. I haven't seen much of him in this game. That's a nice ball, which Gallagher helps on to Cucurella, and here they go again down this left-hand side. And Young has got to face 2-on-1 here because Cucurella decides, I think fortunately for Everton, to turn it back to Gallagher. Here's Cucurella once again. This is Fernandez. Back it goes to Gallagher. Fernandez, who looks a very, very useful footballer, I must say. And here they come over to this right-hand side, which has got Axel Disasi in possession. Back it comes from Cole Palmer. Chelsea knocking it about, and that's a poor ball in the end. Goes straight through to Pickford. He's going to launch it downfield, looking for Calvert-Lewin to chase that one. He might get there as well. Sanchez came and has gone back. It's already in the penalty area, is Calvert-Lewin. He's looking. Oh, now we've got an offside flag.
I wasn't too sure whether it was, from Jordan Pickford's early kick, and the referee, as we see too many times now, waiting, and then suddenly when he runs 40 yards, he decides to put the flag up.
Fulham 1, West Ham 0 in the first goal of the afternoon has gone in the Premier League, and that was Raul Jimenez with the goal in that game at Craven Cottage. No goals between Luton and Manchester City. Of course, Luton 1 point behind Everton in the table. Goes back with Sanchez, who plays it out to Reece James, halfway inside his own half. This is Disasi looking to play in Broja. Real battle with Brantwaite, though. Those two have been close all afternoon as well. Yeah,
good battle between them two.
Yeah, two young Broja, despite what you might think about his name, he is actually a young lad who can play for England. His parents were Albanian. There's a ball from Doucouré over the top, but Dominic Calvert-Lewin, edge of the box, is being pulled there. Referee says play on because McNeil has it. Advantage Everton. McNeil with the cross, didn't get past the first man. Badiashile, the volley by Harrison. Wide of the mark, but he had Sanchez going across his goal, and it wasn't far away.
Yeah,
he hit that pretty sweetly.
Really instinctive by Jack Harrison there. The ball's out on the left-hand side here with Dwight McNeil, and if anything, he just under hits his cross, and Chelsea get a head on to clear it away. And Jack Harrison on the volley, just as he's fallen away from it, hits it just wide of Sanchez's left-hand post.
I say given away by Cucurella there, but he's been given a free kick to. There was a throw-in. Not sure what Michael Oliver's given here. It's right on the far side. I've got one of the posts in the way. Sanchez is coming out, which tells me it's going to be a free kick.
Yeah.
So 25 gone. Everton 0, Chelsea 0. Radio Merseyside, Sport Live from Goodison Park.
Looks like Chelsea are making a substitution as well.
They are going to bring on Levi Colwill, which can only be
one of the centre-backs.
Yeah, they thought for an injury. An England international, their captain, right? As Sanchez launches it downfield, right onto the head of Tarkowski. It's taken away from him by Cucurella, who goes back to Sanchez with Doucouré racing in on him.
It could be James there that's injured.
Disasi could be out to Palmer. Yeah, it is James by the looks of things. He's not moving freely.
No, he's not.
Getting towards the touchline here. Palmer has had to drop back into position to cover for James while he's still on the park. And there's Gallagher who gives it to James, who didn't really want that. He's going to try and play the ball off for Broja. Brantwaite tries to turn the ball back to Pickford. Broja blocks it, and it's out for a throw into Everton, and that will be the first substitution, you would think. Is it James? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
He's going to give the captain's armband to Conor Gallagher. So that's well, Colwell's a left-sided defender, aren't he?
He is, yeah. You know, I think Disasi will probably come across this right-hand side, and he'll probably just fit in to either centre back, or they'll change the 3, which they have done in the past, or they're bringing Cucurella onto the right-hand side now, and Colwell's going to left-back.
Yeah. Or strange one that. I'd have thought Cucurella would have been better on that left-hand side. As Garner's ball downfield is overhit and goes straight through to Robert Sanchez.
He's had a tough time with injuries, James. You know, it's sad to see him go off from an England point of view, because I think he's a really good player. Not from an Everton point of view, I must admit.
I think he's had a couple of red cards as well this season. It's Disasi anyway for Chelsea, striding forward. Nice turn there by Palmer. Cucurella, who's popped up on the left, returns the ball there for Palmer, who'd made the run. It took Garner to nick it away from him at the expense of a corner to Chelsea on this right-hand side. And again, Everton bring all 10 Anfield players back. Yeah,
I think that's just a trait of Sean Dyche's team in terms of defending set pieces. You know, get everybody back. He switched off again.
Quickly again, though, is Conor Gallagher for Mudryk, and again Everton were too busy organising their defence as Gallagher was trying to thread that ball through to Fernandez, who misread it, and Doucouré has got Mudryk at him, and Mudryk nicks it away from him but loses control, and then Dominic Calvert-Lewin back defending there. Mykolenko completing the clearance. Doucouré just nicks that away from Dwight McNeil, who beats the ground in frustration. This is Caicedo on halfway for Chelsea. He's going to go left again. This is Colwell's first touch. And this is Gallagher, now captaining the Chelsea side. In the centre circle, he's got 3 Everton players in a triangle in front of him. So he goes back to Badiashile. And this is Gallagher trying to thread the ball through. That's a nice touch by Fernandez, just cushioned the ball back to Gallagher. He has got a classy touch, this Argentinian. This is Mudryk, leaving it for Colwill. This is playing keep ball by Chelsea at the moment. Badiashile for Caicedo, and gives it to Palmer. And Palmer goes to ground as soon as he makes contact with Dwight McNeil. In back play, there's a Chelsea play down Caicedo. That was as soon as he makes contact, you fall.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost as if he's coached to do that.
Yeah. I've just seen it again. This is the Caicedo one, and he just on the initial tackle, he just holds his right knee. Whether it's just a bang, I think, but whether he's rubbing it as well, it just looks like it's 2 knees that's come together. Yeah. I don't think there's much in it.
Putting the pressure on him, he's being dragged up there by Gallagher. So he doesn't need any attention from the physio. So the free kick goes to Chelsea. It's right on the edge of the centre circle in their own half. And there's Badiashile again. And it comes out to Disasi, trying to thread the ball through to Palmer. Garner did enough to get a touch on it. And there's McNeil. He's got Cucurella quickly racing back to put him under pressure. So he has to turn it to Mykolenko. It's a bit of a Route 1 ball which Badiashile will have no trouble dealing with. Are they going to get past Chelsea with Route 1? Well, they're not, are they, with these two?
No, I think that was just a hopeful ball forward from Mykolenko.
It's not a bad ball down the line for Palmer, but challenged by Branthwaite. Took ball and man there, but Dwight McNeil's given the ball away.
Oh well, we just lost contact with Phil and with Alan down there at Goodison Park. We'll be back to them just as quickly as we can. Just not sure why that is. But in the meantime, let's call in at Prenton Park, shall we? Because Liverpool women are in action in a Women's Super League against Bristol City. Mike Perkins is there watching that one. Ah, well, we can't get in touch with Mike Perkins either. So just at the minute, I'm afraid we just struggling to get through to them. We'll get back to them just as quick as we can. Into the Total Sport archives then for the moment, because until we can get back to Goodison Park, let's go back to the last time that Everton beat Chelsea at Goodison Park. Richarlison scoring the only goal of the game early in the second half.
BBC Radio Merseyside Sports. Rewind.
Today was a huge game for us, and when you see the fans turning up before the game, what they did to this game, they were man of the match. Yeah. They were people of the match, because from men, women, youngsters, Everton, crazy, loved this club, and they pushed us over the line today.
I didn't know what day it was when you walked into the room.
Mount, who shoots just over the top of the crossbar. Well, Jordan Pickford was backpedaling there as Mason Mount tried the curling effort. Anthony Gordon, he's just got away from two there, edge of the box. Anthony Gordon shoots! Oh, it's just wide. Keeper may have had it covered, Mendy, but at least it was a shot on goal. Throw in which Alex Iwobi will take over on the far side. Down the line it goes towards Richarlison, just half a flick on towards Damari Gray, and Chelsea have it again. Good blocking, and here's a chance for Richarlison! 1-0! Chelsea were blocked at the back as they tried to get it away, and Everton were harrying, and Richarlison got the rebound and planted it coolly past the goalkeeper. It's Everton 1, Chelsea 0. Here's Anthony Gordon in towards Damari Gray. Decore for Everton. Here's a chance for Mikalenko. Oh, he put it wide. What a chance. Here's Kai Havertz, ball played back. Kovacic shoots. Oh, it's hit the post. It's two posts. Aspilicueta. It's cleared away by Coleman. Oh, what a moment.
Is that the moment that tells you that Everton is staying up?
You're in my heart, you're in my soul. You'll be my breath should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul. My love for you is immeasurable.
Corner for Chelsea, danger not quite over yet. In it goes from Mount, headed down. Chance on the far side, great save! Well, Mikalenko and Pickford were there. I think it was Pickford.
that got the save.
Decore, ball forward, that's a good touch by Damari Gray. Here's Richarlison, making ground down the left-hand side. Gray trying to join him. Richarlison, the angle is tight! Oh, it's a chance for Damari Gray. Still in play, still with Everton. Richarlison gets got a shot in, I think, near post. And Mendy palms it away to corner. Wow.
In my heart, you're in my soul. You'll be my breath should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul.
Loftus-Cheek away from Allen and away from Decore. It's a great effort and saved by Jordan Pickford. Rodnell just gets away from James. Hasn't got any support at the moment. He might just have to hold it up and get what he can. Plays it in. Decore, edge of the box, in towards Damari Gray. Oh, just over. Ziyech now for Chelsea. Away from Mikalenko. Plays it across and palmed away by the goalkeeper. Still in play. Comes back to Kovacic. Everton will clear now. Can they break? Decore. Anthony Gordon's got half the pitch to run into.
Great vision from Decore to pick out Gordon.
Here he is, in towards the penalty area. Anthony Gordon shoots, saved by the goalkeeper, corner.
In my heart, you're in my soul. You'll be my breath should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul.
James got plenty of time on the ball because Everton have got everyone back on the edge of their own penalty area. Hakim Ziyech now. Little ball in, works the 1-2, gets it back, thought about the shot, challenges are coming in. Here's Loftus-Cheek, Kovacic, Allen trying to get a touch. Here's Kovacic inside the penalty area, and it's a save by Pickford again.
In my heart, you're in my soul. You'll be my breath should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul.
The final whistle goes. What a result.
BBC Radio Merseyside Sports. Rewind.
Yep, that was the last time that Everton beat Chelsea. Got to apologise that we can't bring you commentary from Goodison Park as we were doing. We're trying our best to get back to Goodison Park to bring you commentary. Remember when last we were with Phil and Alan Stubbs, no goals in the game, but we'll be back there just as quick as we can. So if you'll just stick with us for now. In the meantime, let's just look back to yesterday, because great win for Tranmere. But I think we were just about to do that. But I think now we can return to Goodison Park. Apologies for that. Phil and Alan are there.
Thank you, Steve. Sorry for the breakdown in communications there. It's still 0-0 here at Goodison Park. I haven't missed too much of the action, actually, Alan, the time we've been away.
Yeah, just to inform the viewers that you actually haven't missed much, because we've had a few injuries where Gerald Branthwaite was down for quite a few minutes getting treatment, and then we've had Ashley Young down as well. So nothing to report just yet. He just won the ball back.
Yeah, we'll have quite a bit of added time after all that.
Yeah.
As Jack Harrison tries to put the pressure on Levi Colville. And here's Mudryk again now, and the speed of him, he's going to get past Ashley Young, left-footed cross, the flick on by Broja. Well, Chelsea are exploiting this a lot, and you do worry that they're going to come up with something. Broja just stretched out a leg and couldn't divert it goalwards, but the amount of time, Alan, this is a real threat.
Yeah, it is a threat. Mudryk has given Ashley Young a real difficult 38 minutes as we speak. You know, he's got pace to burn, and his acceleration is frightening from a standing start, and he gave Ashley Young 4 or 5 yards there, and Ashley Young is not slow, and he's still got past him, and he's whipped the ball into the near post where Broja's just come and met it on the outside of his foot, which goes thankfully over the bar. But yeah, Everton have got to do something about stopping Mudryk, because sooner or later he is going to get one of them right.
Long ball downfield looking for Calvert-Lewin, cleared by Badiashile. And this is Fernandez with 3 players around him, and he's cut away from both Garner and Garner Gay. And Broja tried to control it, but Mikalenko again coming in, using that anticipation to clear the danger, and Branthwaite will turn the ball back to Goodison. Mikalenko, second time we've done this, he's reading the game really well.
Yeah, they are, definitely down this left-hand side. Everton have been strong with Branthwaite and Mikalenko. They've really got a good understanding between themselves at the moment. I'd rather not be talking about that, because Chelsea are looking more and more dangerous every time they do come forward. Everton have just got to try and get the game up into their own half as we speak now.
Dwight McNeil is through here. Can he finish it? Oh, he miscontrolled it, and it's nicked away from him. Oh, there's an offside flag again, another late one. Well,
this is
again, apologies. We're just having some trouble with our contact at Goodison Park. We will be back with Phil and Alan just as soon as we can. Apologies for this. We're just trying to get to the bottom of it if we can. But as you know, still no goals yet in that game at Goodison Park. Apologies again, as I said, for whatever's happening, but we're trying to get to the bottom of it. In the meantime, just to go back to yesterday, great day for Tranmere Rovers in League 2 at Prenton Park, and a great comeback win against Newport County. Let's hear the thoughts of their striker Connor Jennings after that win.
Connor Jennings, the winning goal late on. What did it feel like when he knocked that one in?
No, it was a great feeling, especially in front of the Kop. No better feelings than that. So just delighted to help out and get the 3 points, which I thought we deserved.
Someone said he couldn't miss.
Oh, I could have. The easy ones are sometimes the hardest, so I'm just glad it hit the back of the net.
What did you think when Christian hit the post from that shot simply before? Were you thinking, not hard, are you?
No, obviously we just kept going. I think there's a really good belief in the squad at the moment. Really good character, coming from behind. Parky just showed us a stat there. I think it's 96 games, 2 years. When was the last time? We come from behind to win a game. So that's pretty really. Well, it's a very bad stat to have. So but obviously positive to obviously overcome that and obviously crack on now.
How hard was it out there? Because we could see the wind was blowing.
I think it was a lot harder than I think what people probably thought. The wind was awful. You think it's landing on your head and next minute it's 10 yards away. So it was really tough. Obviously tough for both teams.
How do you adapt to it?
You just got to keep going. Obviously different games asks different questions. We knew it was sort of knockdown game. We're competing. I thought we did do that really well, and obviously got the 3 points what we deserved.
First time you've been behind in a game since Stockport, which is the end of October. What were you thinking in the game? Does that affect the team's method during a match?
No, quite possibly. A few weeks ago, months ago, it could have. But we're all full of confidence at the moment, full of belief. And I think during the game, I think if you looked around, I think we all fully believed we were going to go on to win that game.
That much confidence, is that what November's brought you?
Yeah. Obviously, winning changes things, doesn't it? It gives you confidence, gives you belief, and I think we've settled really well into this shape. Personnel, we know our jobs. Just everything's sort of fitting in, and we're getting our rewards now for all our hard work.
Conor Jennings then after that Tranmere win. Apologies that we lost our commentary at Goodison Park, but we can now pick up commentary at Goodison Park with our sister station BBC Radio 5 Live.
Kenilworth Road, throw in Manchester City, taken by Gvardiol inside his own half to Ake. Ake across to Rodri.
Apologies there. We just can't. In the meantime, and thank you for understanding here. We really are trying to get to the bottom of it, what's happening here. So we're just trying to see if we can get back now to 5 Live at Goodison Park. Or no, no. Tell you what, for now, we're just going to join back with DAB listeners. Billy Hoy is with his Sunday afternoon programme. Apologies again. We'll join Billy Hoy with his Sunday afternoon programme, and just as soon as we can bring the football back, we will do.
Bang, that's another bomb on another town while Luzar and Jim have tea. If I get home, lift up till the tail, I'll run for all presidencies. If I get elected, I'll stop. I will stop the cavalry.
Well, that was short and sweet. Thankfully, Alan Stubbs and Phil Kinsella at Goodison Park.
Yep. Thanks, Steve. Sorry about all these technical problems. It's still Everton 0, Chelsea 0. But again, Chelsea has still looked the better side in the last few minutes since you've been away. And here comes Gallagher again, racing down that left-hand side. He's got Mudryk free if he can find him. He's inside the box, gives it back to Mudryk to flick. Well cleared again by Mikolenko. Alan, this is getting a bit one way, isn't it?
But we've just, the cavalry has been arriving, going from that last song. Chelsea have been, by far on top in this first half, and it's been more about Everton trying to contain them.
It's Caicedo. The board's just gone up to say a minimum of 4 minutes. Everton have made the change. Nathan Patterson is on. Let's see if he can take on Mudryk, who has possession again on that far side. And we've got to stop this supply. It's been causing real problems for them in the first half. There's Fernandes, fights off Garner. Harrison was there as well, but he's got the ball away, the Argentinian. I mentioned how what a good footballer he is, and he's very hard to dispossess. As Cucurella gets the ball to Disasi again, down the line he goes. This is Palmer. Turns the ball back, Cucurella, edge of the box, trying to tee up the chance for Gallagher, Cucurella again. Everton closed them down, but again it's coming back to Chelsea. It's Caicedo's cross headed clear by Tarkowski, but Chelsea picking it up again with Gallagher, who flicks the ball out to Palmer. And eventually Everton will get possession with McNeil, who just punts it downfield, and Calvert-Lewin will chase it, but Badiashile will knock it away from him. But that was Chelsea were just knocking it around him.
Yeah, Chelsea have played with an authority in this first half, especially in forward areas. Everton has been, you've got to respect that. There's some world-class players in that pitch there. But Everton has certainly been about containing Chelsea in this first half rather than being on the front foot.
Well, now's an opportunity in stoppage time as Dominic Calvert-Lewin works the position to get a corner off Cucurella. I can tell you, Fulham 3, West Ham 0 is a score, by the way, in the first half. Fulham scored 5 the other night. They've certainly found their shooting boots in the last few days.
I think this is certainly one of Everton's best opportunities in terms of scoring in this game from set pieces.
Well, it's got Branthwaite up there. Tarkowski's always a threat. James Garner's come across to take the corner. Can Everton come off the ropes and land a sucker punch right at the end of this first half? In front of the Gladys Street, James Garner with the corner into the near post, headed clear by Badiashile, but will be picked up by Mykolenko, left-footed cross to the far side. Tarkowski's headed down, looking for Doucouré. Fernandes was there to clear it for Chelsea, back in by Garner-Gay. Didn't really get a contact on that one. It's well collected by Patterson. This has come out to Garner on this left-hand side, who's got McNeil with him. McNeil's not going to hesitate to get the cross in. It's off the backside of Mudryk. And again, another corner. And this is Everton's threat, Alan, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Certainly looking on the balance of play in this first half, this is certainly one of Everton's best opportunities to try and breach this Chelsea defence.
It's, I say, all 10 outfield players from Chelsea are back as well, so
they're
doing exactly what Everton are doing. And Garner with this corner. All the Chelsea players are inside the penalty. There's nobody. Hang on, the referee's going to stop this because Cucurella's gone down in a heap. I think clutching his head.
The two of them, him and Tarkowski, have been together. On the previous corner, Tarkowski's lost them and gone round the back, and Cucurella's spending more time and trying to grapple Tarkowski. So whether he's just caught him as he's looked to get away from him, not too sure. I'm sure we'll see from the replay. The referee's going to have a word with both of them, I think. We've just seen the replay now. So Cucurella's got his left arm all the way around Tarkowski, and Tarkowski's just lost him, and there's nothing in that whatsoever. He's gone to ground.
Let's just say the ball wasn't in play.
No, the ball wasn't in play, no.
So referee finally gets everybody sorted. Cucurella's back on his feet, and right into the scrum again as Garner takes the corner to the far side. Sanchez comes for it, didn't get there. That's Doucouré with the overhead kick. Bounces off a Chelsea defender, out to Garner once again, who tries to cushion the ball across the box, but it's over the head of everybody. And this time Cucurella he gets the clearance in, but it's high, wide, and over on the far side for a throw into Everton. I think the referee will add a few seconds on for that skirmish as well, won't he?
I think so, yeah.
There's a little bit more time for the Blues to get the ball into the box. The cross from Patterson for Calvert-Lewin, half cleared there by Gallagher, and the referee will bring an end to proceedings there. I'd say Everton were below par there from Thursday night. Chelsea had looked the more dangerous and had a couple of reasonable opportunities, but Dyche will be okay. It's 0-0.
Well, yeah, you look on the balance of play in the first half. Chelsea have been the better team. There's no.
Well, we got to half time, no goals, and we'll let's have a little look. We'll just try see if Phil and Alan want to finish off what they were saying.
Yes, thanks, Steve. Yeah, we just said Chelsea have been a better side, Alan, but Everton will go in. They've got a 0 against Chelsea's name.
Yeah, Everton.
It's a 45-minute game now.
Yeah, Everton obviously, have not been the better team in that first half. Chelsea have been the better team, but Everton go in at 0-0, and Sean Dyche now will be, settling the players down, working on areas where they can look to hurt Chelsea more than what they have done in the first half, because Everton have been on the back foot in that first half. There's no doubt about that. Everton go in at 0-0 at half time more because of Chelsea's final ball or decision making when they've had chances has let them down, because Everton could have easily found themselves going in behind in this first half.
Saved by Pickford, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a fantastic save by Jordan Pickford from Cole Palmer, which as soon as it left his foot it looked like it was destined to go into Jordan Pickford's top right hand corner. And he's got across and made a great save.
Tested him as well early on.
Yeah, Fernandes is a class act. There's no doubt about that. You look at him, he's not just technically as a player, the positions that he picks up in the pitch, they always seem to give the opposition players, and certainly the Everton players today, a problem just because of where he is. Do they go in? If they go in, they create space in behind. He's a really, really clever player. But Everton, they'll be glad that they're going in at half time 0-0.
But they've got to fix this left side, haven't they? Mudrik's been a pain in the neck, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He showed glimpses of why Chelsea paid so much money for him. He's electric in terms of his pace. He gave Ashley Young a lot of problems in that first half. The 2 minutes that he was on the pitch, and if it wasn't for his injury, you would have thought, as the game's going on, there would have been a change there anyway because of the problems that he was causing Ashley Young. But sometimes, even though Everton haven't played well, sometimes you have to hold your hands up and go, you know what, Chelsea are a really good team. They just haven't showed it consistently this season. They've shown glimpses, certainly more at home than away, but they've got too much quality for me in this team not to give teams like Everton problems. And Everton now have got to find a way to counteract that and get themselves on the front foot and cause Chelsea more problems in the second half.
Would Dyche try and say to them, up the tempo?
Yeah, I think in terms of when Everton are working really hard to get the ball back. There's no doubt about that. But when they do get it back, they've got to then keep the ball for longer periods, because it's a little bit, we get the ball, they're trying to play that ball over the top or play it through midfield, and then we lose it again, and then suddenly before you know it, Chelsea on a counter, because they've got so much pace in the team going forward that they break at such a quick pace.
That's the beauty of Alan Stubbs, the former Everton captain, on the first 45 minutes we've had here at Goodison Park. Apologies for the breaks that we've had, but the technical problems there. But Everton have got a bit of work to do to work themselves back into this game. But at the break, it's Everton 0, Chelsea 0.
Email radio.merseyside.sport@bbc.co.uk
or follow us at BBC Mersey Sport.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Alan. Thank you for battling through there. Let's hope that it all settles down so that we can bring you unbroken second half commentary from Goodison Park. 0-0 at the break. We're also keeping an eye on Liverpool Women's this afternoon. They are playing Bristol City in the Women's Super League at Prenton Park. Half-time there. Let's get an update from Mike Perkins.
Neither side are able to open the scoring in this one, so we're all level at half-time. Sophie Roman-Hogg with maybe the best moment for Liverpool of the first half. She received a cross from the left on the floor from Shanice van der Sanden, but though she found the target, a block in front of the visitors' goalkeeper took most of the pace out of it. Liverpool have Taylor Hines captaining the side today, and she's had a shot on goal as well as a booking. Hines, the only member of the side that lifted the Women's Championship title back in 2022 against Bristol City at Ashton Gate. For Bristol today, Naomi Loisel has had their best effort, but she poked a bouncing ball over the bar from the centre of the 6-yard area. Fionn Morgan has also found the side netting from the right of the penalty area. Half-time, Liverpool 0, Bristol City 0.
Thank you, Mike. Let's see if we can get a goal there in the second half, because they're few and far between, aren't they, on our programme this afternoon. In fact, we're still waiting for the first one. That's not the case at Craven Cottage, because at half-time, Fulham lead West Ham United by 3-0. So, yeah, that's a scoreline, isn't it? But listen to this one as well. Kenilworth Road. It's Luton Town 1, Manchester City 0. Adebayo with the header in stoppage time in the first half. So that's Luton 1, Manchester City 0, Fulham 3, West Ham 0. That's at half-time in the 2 o'clock kickoffs. Of course, Everton 0, Chelsea 0 as well. It's a 4:30 kickoff for Tottenham against Newcastle United. And in Scotland, in the Scottish Premiership, it finished Kilmarnock 2, Celtic 1. Let's hope that we can see some more goals here locally on BBC Total Sport. Back to Goodison Park for full second half commentary. The last time that Everton beat Chelsea at Goodison Park, there was just the one goal in that one as well.
BBC Radio Merseyside Sports. Rewind.
Today was a huge game for us, and when you see the fans turning up before the game, what they did to this game, they were man of the match. They were people of the match, because from men, women, youngsters, Everton, crazy, loved this club, and they pushed us over the line today.
I didn't know what day it was when you walked into the room.
Mount who shoots just over the top of the crossbar. Well, Jordan Pickford was backpedaling there as Mason Mount tried the curling effort. Anthony Gordon, he's just got away from two there, edge of the box. Anthony Gordon shoots! Oh, it's just wide. Keeper may have had it covered, Mendy, but at least it was a shot on goal. Throw in which Alex Iwobi will take over on the far side. Down the line it goes towards Richarlison, just half a flick on towards Damari Gray. And Chelsea have it again. Good blocking, and here's a chance for Richarlison! 1-0! Chelsea were blocked at the back as they tried to get it away, and Everton were harrying, and Richarlison got the rebound and planted it coolly past the goalkeeper. It's Everton 1, Chelsea 0. Here's Anthony Gordon in towards Damari Gray. Decore for Everton. Here's a chance for Mikalenko. Oh, he's put it wide. What a chance. Here's Kai Havertz, ball played back. Kovacic shoots. Oh, he's hit the post. It's two posts. Aspilicueta. It's cleared away by Coleman. Oh, what a moment.
Word. Is that the moment that tells you that Everton is staying up?
You're in my heart, you're in my soul. You be my breath, should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul. My love for you is immeasurable.
Corner for Chelsea, danger not quite over yet. In it goes from Mount, headed down. Chance on the far side, great save! Well, Mikalenko and Pickford were there. I think it was Pickford.
I think it was Pickford that got the save.
Decore, ball forward, that's a good touch by Damari Gray. Here's Richarlison, making ground down the left-hand side. Gray trying to join him. Richarlison, the angle is tight! Oh, it's a chance for Damari Gray. Still in play, still with Everton. Richarlison gets got a shot in, I think, near post. And Mendy palms it away to corner. Wow.
In my heart, you're in my soul. You be my breath, should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul.
Loftus-Cheek away from Allen and away from Decore. It's a great effort and saved by Jordan Pickford. Rodnell just gets away from James. Hasn't got any support at the moment. He might just have to hold it up and get what he can. Plays it in. Decore, edge of the box, in towards Damari Gray. Oh, just over. Ziyech now for Chelsea. Away from Mikalenko. Plays it across and palmed away by the goalkeeper. Still in play. Comes back to Kovacic. Everton will clear now. Can they break? Decore. Anthony Gordon's got half the pitch to run into.
Great vision from Decore to pick out Gordon.
Here he is, in towards the penalty area. Anthony Gordon shoots, saved by the goalkeeper. Corner.
In my heart, you're in my soul. You be my breath, should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul.
James got plenty of time on the ball because Everton have got everyone back on the edge of their own penalty area. Hakim Ziyech now. Little ball in, works the 1-2, gets it back, thought about the shot, challenges are coming in. Here's Loftus-Cheek, Kovacic, Allen trying to get a touch. Here's Kovacic inside the penalty area, and it's a save by Pickford again.
In my heart, you're in my soul. You be my breath, should I grow old. You are my
result.
BBC Radio Merseyside Sports. Rewind.
Yeah, 2022 then, that victory for Everton. Can they repeat the feat this afternoon? We'll find out in the next hour or so. Just to remind you, at the conclusion of the game at Goodison Park, it's your chance to come on the football phone in and speak to Alan Stubbs. But at the break, we still await the first goal between Everton and Chelsea.
This is Cole Palmer turning away, looking for the run inside. It's Mudryk round the back. Ashley Young just got there in time, but he still got it. Mudryk turns the ball back in the shot, beaten away by Pickford. Second attempt over the bar. That was Enzo Fernandez, and the first threat of the game from the visitors. Corner to Chelsea to be taken by Mudryk on this this near side, the Chelsea right. Short ball for Conor Gallagher. He's going to get it all the way back to Palmer, who's got a very good left foot. Palmer on the way. Brilliant save by Pickford. That was heading towards the top corner, and the Everton and England keeper there showed his worth with a tremendous palm away. There's a ball from Doucouré over the top of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Edge of the box is being pulled there. Referee says play on because McNeil has it. Advantage Everton. McNeil with the cross. Didn't get past the first man. Badia Shield, a volley by Harrison. Wide of the mark, but he had Sanchez going across his goal and it wasn't far away.
Yeah.
He hit that pretty sweetly.
Corner taken by Dwight McNeil, high towards Annan, and header from Tarkowski! 1-0!
Coleman up against Koch. Can the Everton captain get there first? He can. James Coleman has whipped it across and he's fooled everybody! Dwight McNeil into the penalty area. Shot! No! Yes! Early doors! Dwight McNeil has given Everton the perfect start. Shooting shot.
Oh! Abdoulaye Doucouré, a goal from the goal.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
Back here at Goodison Park, we're still waiting for the teams to come out after the half-time break. But plenty of talk around us, Alan Stubbs, about wanting Everton to lift it a bit. Is that valid, or are we just not giving Chelsea enough credit?
I would have to say that's probably down to Chelsea in the first half. You know, the fact that Everton have not really got to the levels that we've seen in previous weeks here at Goodison Park. You know, I think Chelsea at times in the first half have been very good, and from their own point of view, the only thing that's missing from their performance is a goal. Whereas, you know, Everton has been about staying in the game, which they've defended well at times when Chelsea have got into Everton's defensive third. But Everton, in terms of going forward, have not really offered a huge amount. I think the distances when they do have the ball, getting to Calvert-Lewin quicker has to be better, because I think at times he has been isolated, and Doucouré's probably been concentrating more on defensive responsibilities rather than the attacking side. We have to give Chelsea credit for that, because there's not many teams realistically that come here and have been as strong as what Chelsea have in the first half.
They're on the way out, Chelsea, because they did make that substitution. Both sides have made one substitution, both in defence as well. They both looked as though they were enforced as well.
Yeah, they did. Obviously, Reece James was the first one for Chelsea, and his looked like an injury. You couldn't physically see what type of injury it was with the way he walked off. And the same goes with Ashley Young. When we had the interruption, he was one of the players that was down. Whether it was a groin or a muscle injury, we don't know. But obviously Patterson's come on as a result of whatever that injury is.
That's better for Everton, isn't it? Because Patterson's faster.
Yeah, he is. I think pace-wise it is a plus. Experience-wise, it's not. And I think Patterson's still very raw, and he's still got a lot of potential. In terms of being that right back. But obviously in Sean Dyche's eyes, I think he still sees Ashley Young and Seamus Coleman ahead of Patterson.
Quick word, Alan. Luton 1, Manchester City 0.
Surprised. City, the problem why we're surprised is because City have been so consistent over the last 4 or 5 years since Pep Guardiola's took over them. And I hope we see the City that we all know in the second half, and they can get back in that game.
Yeah, because as it stands, if you like the table live, actually, of course, that puts Everton back into the bottom 3. But of course, 45 minutes to go here. Chelsea get us underway, and they're coming down the left-hand side with Colwill, and there's Mudryk chasing it down, and Pickford has to come out and clear the danger. Well, there was a sign of intent straight away, wasn't it, within 25 seconds?
Yeah, good starting position from Jordan Pickford, and I think that's what didn't happen in the first half when that ball goes to the top. I think Everton obviously are aware and alive to the pace of Modric now. If they're not, then they never will be. But it was a good starting position from Jordan Pickford, which has helped Nathan Patterson out.
And Pickford has it once again. He's got Broja trying to close him down. Gives it to. Looks like Everton made a change.
Yeah, and Arna's
on. Yeah, we'll try and pick up who's gone off. I wonder if it might be Garner Gay.
It is. It's just a Garner Gay.
Yeah, Garner Gay who's gone. I didn't see that come up on the board, but Onana, who hasn't played for quite a few weeks, and he's getting possession now on the edge of his own penalty area. So Everton made their second change. My colleague is next to me is just saying, who's that just come on? Well, we've sorted that out. There's a McNeil on halfway. Going back to Mikalenko, and Garner still inside the Everton half here. Garner looking to get the ball downfield. Doucouré a bit further forward this time. McNeil pounces on that mistake by Cucurella. Cross into the box, right across the 6-yard box, beats everybody. And Harrison will pick it up. And this is Nathan Patterson. Back heels it into the path of Jack Harrison. Left-footed cross, doesn't beat the first defender. It's a disappointment because now here comes Mudryk with this lightning pace downfield. He's got 2 men ahead of him, trying to thread the ball through to Broja. That was the harder thing to do. It was easily dealt with in the end by Tarkowski.
Yeah,
he made the wrong choice there.
Yeah, Mudryk is just so quick. He looks effortless. But the one thing that did let him down, and it could be a trait of what he has, his final ball wasn't great through to Broja.
And he just looked like he was, what am I going to do?
He did. He'd run out of ideas, really. And I think what can happen, and it's a good thing for Everton's point of view, is that because he's so quick, it's difficult for the players to get up and catch him.
Well, the grown there, Doucouré got the ball and then gave it straight away. Here's Broja, edge of the Everton box, peeling away from Branthwaite, who's right with him. He's shaking off Patterson. He's a big man, is Broja. He's trying to use his body to shield the ball away from Patterson. He's trying to stick with him. He's forced him into the corner. He's got the ball back though to Colwill, and Colwill is on his way into the Everton penalty area here, getting towards the 6-yard box. Why he didn't go for goal, I don't know. He tried to square it back, and it was cleared by Mikalenko. The referee says no foul. Chelsea pick it up once again. But now there's Jack Harrison doing the hard work to recover possession. Calvert-Lewin holding up Badiashile. And there's the ball by Harrison with the outside of the left boot, looking for McNeil, the furthest man forward. Well, you could take that back to the Everton penalty area. What on earth was Colwill doing, Nolan?
I don't know. Well, I'm glad that he did make the wrong decision, because he found himself in a great position driving in from the edge of the box, because Jack Harrison had a lapse in concentration and let him go.
Here's Palmer striding forward, a slip there. There's a chance for Fernandes to try and curl it, but it goes straight to Pickford. Well, quite a start, and Everton under the cosh again.
Yeah, it all comes from Everton losing the ball cheaply, really. Gone forward, and Jack Harrison's played a little ball out on the outside of the foot for Dwight McNeil, which comes to nothing. In the next minute, in a flash, Chelsea are back on attacking Everton.
A long kick by Pickford has got Calvert-Lewin going downfield. He's got Colwill right with him. He's done really well to find Harrison, an opportunity for Harrison to run towards the edge of the box, plays the ball into McNeil, onto the left foot, the shot. Great save by Sanchez, the best Everton chance so far. Dwight McNeil with that lethal left foot gets Sanchez diving away to his right hand side. That was going in as the best save of the match from the Chelsea.
Yeah, it's a great ball from Jack Harrison to Dwight McNeil on the edge of the box, and he has a lovely little turn, opens himself up on his left foot, and the ball's destined for the bottom right hand corner of Sanchez's goal, and he dives outstretched to his right and makes a great save.
It's a very exciting start to this second half, with chances at both ends. A corner to Everton. Garner has gone across to take on the Everton left in towards the 6-yard area. Tarkowski was there. Sanchez got a touch on it. And Mikalenko. He got a bit giddy there. He saw the goal, saw the whites of the goal in front of him, and he really shanked it, and it went miles wide.
Yeah. wrong foot.
Yeah, he had to take. Now Sanchez has gone down. Well, just to break in.
Yes.
The goalkeeper's on his knees.
Yes, it was a great ball in from the initial corner. And Sanchez has had to come over the top of bodies. He's gone down, whether he's been winded or not from the initial coming out. We just have seen a replay again. He just dives.
He's over the top of Tarkov.
Yeah, he is, and he lands, and it doesn't really look an awful lot. But then he goes down straight away. And just going back to the shot from Mikalenko. Obviously, we know he's very left-footed, and unfortunately, it goes onto his right, and it goes probably closer to the corner flags rather than to the goal. Let's just say.
Yeah, that's putting it generously, wasn't it? He really did shank that one, as we'd say in golf.
Yeah.
So Sanchez is still down, so this is not a winding job, is it?
I wouldn't have thought so. Looking at the way the physios are working on him, they seem to be working on his right knee or just above it. We can't really see the pictures just yet. Yeah. So they've got an ice pack just above his knee. So yeah, I think it is an impact. And they're just obviously giving it a bit of ice, a bit of spray now. The magic sponge is on.
Still down though.
I see him getting up. As we speak now, he's getting up to his feet, and he'll be okay and ready to go again.
Chelsea sub goalkeeper is Jordi Petrovic, who is a Serbian. I'm not sure he's actually played for Chelsea this season. He came from Major League Soccer in America. Jordi Petrovic played for New England Revolution last season, so I'm not sure he started. Doesn't look 100%.
No, he doesn't know.
He's staying on though.
He's not a name I'm familiar with either, Petrovic. So he's not going to
get an opportunity just yet.
As we see, Sanchez is just jogging up and down on the spot just to get his that. I think that it is an impact just above his knee. He seems fine.
It's a flick on there by Mudryk, but Onana makes the challenge on Fernandes. And it's out for a throw into Chelsea on this near side. Reminder: Fulham 3, West Ham 0, and Luton 1, Manchester City 0. The other 2 o'clock kickoffs, and it's Tottenham against Newcastle at 4:30. As the ball is with Disasi for Chelsea. Strides towards the halfway line, gets the ball out to Cucurella, and lays the ball back inside to Gallagher. It's a poor one, given straight to Calvert-Lewin now. Well, there's a free kick given to
I think he's given for handball on Calvert-Lewin. That's what he was indicating.
Well, taken quickly anyway. And Chelsea have it with Badiashile. As it goes to Disasi once again. Cucurella on that far side touchline. So Cucurella is a left-footed player playing on the right side. You wonder whether he could run at him on his outside shoulder. There's Badiashile again. This is Colwill on the left-hand side. Chelsea going right across the pitch, and Patterson putting the pressure on Mudryk there, but he's got the ball inside for Caicedo, and here's Broja trying to go away from Patterson with a superbly timed challenge there. And Onana calmly back to Mikalenko. Long ball over the top, looking for Calvert-Lewin, backing into his defender there, Disasi. Cucurella takes control of it. Disasi gives it to Gallagher. Neat play from Chelsea. Here's Palmer, allowed to turn and run forward. He's got a time to pick out Mudryk. This is Fernandes towards the edge of the Everton penalty area, trying to thread it through to Broja, who let the ball go through his legs, looking for Cucurella. He didn't read it. Dwight McNeil is away from Gallagher. Down the left-hand side he goes, running at the heart of the Chelsea defence. Calvert-Lewin! Great save! Chance for Doucouré! Yes! All right, smashes it into the bottom right-hand corner. And Abdoulaye Doucouré puts Everton in front. 54 minutes gone. Everton 1, Chelsea 0.
Yeah, Doucouré saluting the crowd, but it's certainly the crowd saluting Doucouré. It's a great break from Everton. Dominic Calvert-Lewin does brilliant in the initial ball played in, and Sanchez makes a great save initially from him. It ricochets back out to Doucouré, who hits it first time. Sanchez dives to the left of his goal, and Doucouré fires a shot into the opposite corner. I'm not going to say it's deserved, but Everton are 1-0, and everyone around the ground is delighted.
Dwight McNeil in that run, and the pass to pick out Calvert-Lewin was a beauty.
To be honest, sometimes the pass is only as good as the run, and Calvert-Lewin's made a great run.
Got both sides
to make it, and then it's a great finish first time from Doucouré. You know, Everton found themselves in a great position, 1-0 up here, having been under the cosh really in the first half, but it's a great start to the second half.
He arrowed that into the bottom.
Yeah, he did. He just drilled it back into the far right hand side. They're just checking for a possible offside, which.
Goal. It was a great finish. Now it's got to be Calvert-Lewin, the player.
Yeah, it can only be that.
Well, this could be a passion killer, couldn't it?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Well, somebody's saying he's well offside here. Michael Oliver is waiting for the signal from Stuart Atwell.
Goal! Yes!
It's been given.
I love VAR.
Well, VAR won.
Yeah.
I don't think you're a fan of VAR particularly.
I'm not, but I like it today.
Well, what a contest now. Look at that roar.
Yeah.
Chelsea being the better side up to 55 minutes. They've had the better opportunities, but Everton have stuck that one away. The best chance that's the best they've created. And the finish. Catch that on Match of the Day.
The thing is, Phil and all, is when you're a team like the way Everton have been in the game today, the longer you can stay in the game, the more the opposition start to think it's not going to be our day with the chances they have, and that's probably been a little bit a reflection of this game. You know, Chelsea have been the better team, but Everton have stayed in there and given themselves an opportunity, and when they have had a chance, as we've just seen, they took it.
They did. Abdoulaye Doucouré, the leading scorer, adds another one. Here's Fernandes for Chelsea. Just stride down this left hand side. Harrison trying to cut him off, forces him back inside. A nice footwork by the Argentinian, but there's Patterson quickly in on Mudryk. Now then, over the top looking for Doucouré from Jack Harrison, but he couldn't keep it in play. And it's a throw into Chelsea on halfway. Colville in a hurry to take it. 10 minutes gone in the second half. In fact, make that 11 minutes. Everton 1, Chelsea 0. And the noise now, wow, somebody's turned the volume up. Big style as Cole Palmer towards the edge of the Everton box there, overruns it. Magnificent challenge that one by James Garner, and a quick breakout by Dominic Calvert-Lewin against Badiashile, who goes down, and that will be a free kick to Chelsea. I looked at that one and thought Badiashile's going down here to get the free kick, and he did.
I think we all knew what was going to happen. You know, he's a man mountain of a centre back, and to be honest, I think Calvert-Lewin's fingers have just pushed him over. You know, he's gone down really easy.
He's running towards his own goal, and he's going to go down.
You know, the referee's obviously
from that distance.
Yeah.
As Fernandes is put under pressure by Nathan Patterson. This is Caicedo playing very much as an anchorman in midfield. It's Onana puts him under pressure, but Chelsea keep it alive with Gallagher. And this is Cucurella on the right hand side. That's the Bullen Road side here at Goodison Park. This is Palmer, tried to thread the ball through to Broja, who tried to turn and was caught there by Branthwaite right on the edge of the box, and this is it. The danger signals now from a free kick like this.
Yeah, it was a free kick. Broja's good feet. He controls it with his right and then just shifts it to his further to his right straight away, and Branthwaite just catches him on the shin.
He's got to the ground quickly, hasn't he, Branthwaite? There.
He has. I think he was committed, and that was the reason why he's given the free kick away.
Yeah. This is the sort of danger signal that people like Fernandes are involved. Jordan Pickford's going to have to measure this wall, that's for sure, because Chelsea have got Palmer for his left foot and Fernandes are both set-piece specialists.
Yeah, they are. You know, you take your pick out of any of them three in terms of who's going to take this. Fernandes has walked away now, so it looks like it's being left to Mudryk and Cole Palmer.
Yeah, this is literally on the right-hand side of the D, no more than, I'd say, about a foot outside the box.
Yeah.
And this is when they do these in training regularly, you would think.
It is. The one thing I'd say is that Everton have got a real big wall, and it may be, I think they've got to get it up and down really quickly.
Yeah, he hasn't got much room to work in.
No, he hasn't.
I wonder if they might go for pace or try and keep it low.
Yeah.
Palmer looks to be the man. Or is it Mudryk? It's going to be Palmer to drill it through straight to Pickford, right behind it. You said it. He hasn't got much room, so he went low. And credit to Pickford, that must have come through a wall of 6 players.
Yeah, he's just gone to drill it low and hard, and it's really realistically it's gone in the centre of the goal, where Jordan Pickford has quite comfortably just palmed it in front of him and collected the second one.
Yeah, he was coming at him though, he really belted it.
Yeah.
Broja striding forward for Chelsea again. He's got support on his right hand side if he needs it, and he's going to use it in the shape of Palmer. And Palmer taking on Mikolenko. 2 left-footed players there, and Mikolenko outmuscles him. And Mikolenko is battling for it, and in the end McNeil is brought down, and it'll be a free kick. And there's some real battling qualities in that threesome.
Yeah, they've done really well defensively there, Everton. They doubled up on Cole Palmer. Initially, Dwight McNeil helping Mikolenko out, and in the end he just run out of space and ideas, and Everton get a free kick for a slight nudge from Cole Palmer on McNeil.
I just looked at the save by Pickford then. He had his feet behind the goal line when he actually stopped the ball with his hands well over the line. That was an intelligent. I think he must have known what was coming.
Yeah, I think with them is that from a keeper's point of view is that you've only got a split second to see the ball, and I think the fact that it's come straight towards him has made it easier for them to control it.
Well, Everton have picked up the pieces downfield with Calvert-Lewin. As Jack Harrison made the initial contact. Here's McNeil, here's Garner. There's nobody in the box as Calvert-Lewin was out on the left hand side. Here's McNeil trying to drill it across. It's a bit loose. Back it comes to Garner. Here's Onana. And here is Nathan Patterson with the cross. We didn't get any elevation on that one, and it was an easy clearance from Badiashile. Ball's loose on the far side. Mikolenko diving for it. Referee says play on. And Gerard Brantwaite does exactly that. Looking for McNeil. He won't get there before Gallagher. And the Chelsea captain very calm there to find Cucurella. This is Caicedo. Back deep once again. He's gone down under the challenge, has he? Definitely will bring that back. Calvert-Lewin is the offender. Has his hands up.
Everton fans just getting a bit frustrated with Michael Oliver here because they wanted a free kick initially for a foul on Mikolenko, where I'm not too sure whether it was Caicedo who just stood his ground and Mikolenko's come over the top of him, which realistically could have easily been given as a free kick, and Michael Oliver decided not to, and then he's given a soft one then.
Long ball over the top, looking for Broja, but well dealt with by Gerard Brantwaite, who headed it away from Broja, away from goal as well.
Yeah, it was really good defensive work from Brantwaite there, because it was a tricky one.
Good battle between those. You've mentioned it already as Harrison goes up against Levi Colwell, and Harrison will win the throw-in. Fulham 4, West Ham 0 now. That's 9 goals in 4 days for Fulham. They really found their shooting boots. In fact, scored 3 last week as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
12 in a week is quite got some going. As Harrison has got Colwell right up, forcing him to the ground almost there. Luton 1, Manchester City 1, with Bernardo Silva getting the equaliser there. So Everton must swap positions again, and Stubbs has got a smile.
Yeah, as I certainly have. To be honest, you know what, even though we obviously looking at yesterday and you see the results not go for Everton, at one point they were all winning, you know, Burnley and Sheffield United obviously did win, but Burnley ended up drawing. I've got to the stage now where I'm not really worrying about them other teams. It's what Everton do. Everton's going to be the reason why they get themselves out the bottom 3, not necessarily the teams.
Yeah. Everton will pick up the pieces on the outside, on the edge of the Chelsea box there from a free kick, but it'll be Disasi who's being forced out to the far side, but calmly played away by Caicedo. And come back to Sanchez, who quickly moves it out to Levi Colwell to race down this left-hand side, the near main stand side of Goodison Park. He's found Mudryk again, and Mudryk's got a bit of space to race into, and Garner comes across quickly to close him down. And that's something Everton have been very conscious of. They closed Mudryk down after the nuisance he was in the first half. Good covering by James Garner there. Lovely ball over the top of Calvert-Lewin to chase against Badiashile. The defender will get there first, but he's facing his own goal. He has to turn the ball back to his keeper. Garner in the corner there. He really closed Mudryk down.
It's just what we've just seen there is a glimpse of what James Garner's done for this team over the last, I think, 12 months in terms of without the ball, the work that he gets through. You know, he gets a lot of interceptions, puts himself in really good positions to intercept the ball, to break attacks down. You know, he does a lot of unselfish work. Yeah, and I think with the ball, he's grown and grown since he's come into this team.
Chelsea have it on halfway. We've had 19 and a half minutes of the second half. Listening to Radio Merseyside Sport live from Goodison Park as Colwell's ball picks out Mudryk. It's gone behind Patterson, tries to drill the ball back for Fernandes. He got the shot away, was reaching for it, but Mikolenko, once again, how many times have I said that today, was the man making the block, and Everton are on the counter downfield. Calvert-Lewin chasing after it, but it will go through to Sanchez. I keep saying Mikolenko coming in from the left wing, Alan, with these blocks, and anticipation.
Is over covering from the opposite wing to come across this side and make the pitch narrow has been really, really good. You know, Nathan Patterson gets caught with a very simple run from Mikalenko, where he goes to the ball and checks straight away, and the ball's over his head before he knows it, and he's got to do better, because that is your bread and butter defending, that for me.
Yeah.
You know, he can't get done just by someone making a yard towards the ball and then he spins and goes behind.
It's Cucurella for Chelsea over on that right hand side. He's got Dwight McNeil sticking right with him. It's Palmer getting the ball onto his left foot. He's a good player, Palmer. He got underneath that one, and the Gladys Street were giving it the away.
Yeah, it just gets, if anything for him, because he's obviously so dangerous with his left foot, the ball, he just doesn't get the ball out of his feet enough. It's just slightly underneath his feet, which helps with the ball going in. There's the one there. That was a really dangerous attack from Chelsea there, where Mudryk's pulled the ball back for Fernandez, and it's just slightly behind him. Otherwise, if that was just in front of him, he's tapping that into potentially a goal.
Fernandez has come off.
It's surprising.
And Broey has come off. Raheem Sterling and Nicholas Jackson have come on. We knew they were going to come on.
Yeah.
They weren't going to come here and warm the bench all afternoon. Beto's coming on to replace Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah. I am a little bit. I'm happy because they've been threats, Brozier and Fernandez. You know, but obviously he just wants to freshen things up.
I'm surprised Fernandez is coming on. He's been very good all afternoon. He's a nice player to watch. But that clearance by Branthwaite went straight to Cucurella, and this is Jackson waited and waited too long, and here's Onana to bring it away for Everton, and Jack Harrison with a chance to run at Colwill down this Everton right hand side. Colwill misses the tackle there, and Harrison unfortunately stumbles at the wrong moment, and here comes Chelsea with Sterling. Attempted challenge by Mikalenko, only lands the ball to favour of Mudryk. Here's Jackson trying to curl it, and that's a sign of a man who's just come off the bench. Tried to curl that to the corner, his body shape was all wrong, and it's gone away harmlessly for a goal kick. Yeah,
it looked like it was going to be a dangerous attack from Chelsea, and Jackson's just tried to open himself up and put it into Jordan Pickford's top left hand corner, which he doesn't get right. Everton fans are not happy because they think there's an initial foul in the build up to that from Mikalenko, where he comes across again on the over.
Well, we've just lost our connection to Goodison Park again. Apologies for that. In the meantime, until we can get back to Phil, let's listen to commentary from Goodison Park from our sister station, Radio 5 Live.
The introduction of Jackson, Sterling in particular, can inject new life into his team. Ball on the edge of the centre circle, guided down by Everton to Patterson, who came on for the injured Ashley Young in the first half. Runs out of space with his ball forwards. Throw in to Chelsea this time. I mentioned a few moments ago, Sam, that not only have Everton won their last two, they've kept clean sheets in their last two, and at the moment looking to keep a third and win a third.
Yep. Big thing for Sean Dyche, clean sheets means they can just nick a goal and then obviously go on to win the game. Just think with Beto coming on, it's going to be a big opportunity for him. He's a quick player, very, very quick, and as this game's going to go on, I'm sure he's going to be chasing balls down the channel, trying to hold ball up, and hopefully it feeds into his best attributes.
Sterling down the right, getting booed for his Liverpool connections, runs out of space, wanted a corner. The decision, as you can tell from the applause of the crowd all around us, is goal kick to Everton. 69 on the clock. They've won just one of their last 8 Sunday away games in the Premier League. Have Chelsea, that was 2-0 at Aston Villa last season, and they're on their way to adding to that total in the wrong way here this afternoon. Losing at Old Trafford midweek, losing at Newcastle in their away game before that. Won just one of their last 4 games, soon to be 5 if the scoreline stays as it is here. Ball in the centre circle, headed forwards by Garner. Header well won for Chelsea by Cucurella. Really did crane his neck to try and get there ahead of the Everton players in front of him. Everton go back to their keeper Pickford, who sweeps the ball to the right. Harrison can't take it first time on his chest. It bounces off, falls for Colwill. Mudryk takes over. That's a foul by Patterson right in front of Mauricio Pochettino, much to the annoyance of the Everton crowd. Chelsea free kick, and they've been in a hurry with their set pieces and throws anyway, even more so now because time's against them.
Yeah, if Everton keep this energy up, they're going to make it so hard for Chelsea. have to keep pressing, keep trying to tackle. Don't let Chelsea get into a real rhythm of passing the ball and pin them back in.
Raheem Sterling wide on the right, looking for options, goes back to the halfway line to Dizazi. Now Badiashile.
Our thanks to our sister station Radio 5 Live. Back to Goodison Park with Alan and Phil.
Yes, I'm afraid a technical problem there, but Everton still leading by a goal to nil. It's Caicedo for Chelsea. Chelsea having a really solid spell of possession here. Here's Sterling with Mykolenko closing him down very quickly. Once again, McNeil getting in there too. It's a Cucurella getting wide on that right hand side, but he is a left-footed player, so he ain't going to cross from there. This is Sterling, back to Cucurella once again. Back it goes to Disali. He's striding towards the edge of the box, is the defender, and that's surely a foul. The referee's given it. He's just gone straight through the Everton defender, Mykolenko there. He did the right thing, Alan, but he's just...
It was great defending again from Mykolenko. He's been very, very good this afternoon. What he's done is Disasi's made a real strong run into the box, and he was just ghosting past players, and Mykolenko's got across, and without actually making a tackle, he's just got his body in front, which has made it difficult for Disasi. Good defending.
So you wouldn't want Disasi running at him, would you?
No, you wouldn't. No, wouldn't necessarily faze me, but he is a big lad, I must admit.
So we've gone to 72 minutes here in Everton, still leading through Abdoulaye Doucouré's goal. As Beto got above Disasi there, but he couldn't control the header. Sanchez was quickly up his line to make sure there was no danger to the Chelsea goal. Disasi in possession once again. This is Gallagher. To Cucurella on that Chelsea right hand side. It's all gone very silent. Maybe there's tension coming into this as we're getting towards the last 15 minutes of this game. Everton 1, Chelsea 0 as Caicedo will find Badiashile. And there's Mudryk again, and Patterson raced in there to try and close him down quickly. The attempted back heel there by Nicholas Jackson didn't come off, but Tarkowski nearly pushed it too far. The referee says play on, and here's Doucouré down this right hand side. He's waiting for Beto to get there across, looking for Beto. Just goes past him a little bit. He's going to try and bump off Cucurella, which he does, and everybody falls down. That's a bit old fashioned.
That was a bit of a mismatch there initially. To be fair to Cucurella, he does well. Beto just gives him a nudge, which he flies off to the left hand side, but he gathers his balance well and gets up to the ball first.
That's going to be a headed clearance by James Tarkowski, and Patterson has got Mudryk with him, but he turns away nicely there, and he's clipped, and he'll win the free kick. And frustration there, he's going to get a yellow card for kicking the ball away, is Mudryk. And you were saying about Patterson at times, but he showed there the right thing to do. Quickly taking free kick is too long, and Sanchez comes out for it. Patterson dealt with that one very well.
Yeah, he did on that occasion. He did really well, and then the frustration from Mudryk earns him a yellow card for kicking the ball away.
Patterson did very well there, and so did Mykolenko there, as well as Sterling, trying to use that speed again to get past him. But he got goal side of his man, and he's had to put the ball out for a throw-in. He stopped Sterling getting to the ball and posing any further threat to the Gladys Street end. That's McNeil. Sort of hurdles one of the Chelsea players there, and a lovely flick pass to Doucouré. Garner just forces the ball out wide to Tarkowski. This is Patterson looking to try and get Beto downfield. That ball won't beat Badiashile, who deals with it comfortably, finds Colwill. And Colwill getting towards halfway. Tarkowski came, missed it. Jackson is 2-on-1 on this far side. This is Sterling towards the edge of the box, tries to chip the ball across, and well dealt with by Branthwaite. McNeil needs to make that one. Well, he got something on it, but so did Gallagher. And in the end it'll be Cucurella to pick it up. Just for a second, that was unlike Tarkowski to come out like that. Yeah,
he just got attracted to the ball, and the ball was really good.
That's better from Tarkowski, right in the position there. And there's Onana's ball over the top, looking for Doucouré, and he'll get there. Beto is getting into the box. Now then, Doucouré coming to the edge of the box himself. He's going to get the shot away. Miscues, really. Now can Garner get there? Yes, he can. Takes it away from Cole Palmer very easily. Dwight McNeil trying to make some space for himself. Back to Garner. Gets it back to Onana. Everton being very, 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 very patient, and well done by Harrison. And somehow he kept that ball in. It was a difficult pass to take. Steadies it down. Gives it to Patterson. Patterson to Onana, and there's Harrison once again. Good possession from Everton. The cross will come in into the 6-yard box. The header on. Oh, didn't quite have the power from Beto, and in the end a comfortable save for Sanchez.
Yeah, real good play from Everton again. Ball gets played down the left-hand side, and then they work it down across to this right-hand side with Jack Harrison, and he plays a whipping outside to in ball, and it looks like I don't know whether Beto it catches his shoulder, because I think as soon as he's headed it or it's hit his shoulder, it looks like it's glancing towards the far corner. But then obviously he's just floated into Sanchez's hand. It did.
Maybe the defender's just taken an edge.
Yeah, it looks like it's been blocked somehow.
It's Sterling for Chelsea. Cucurella is well forward as well. He's looking to try and get the ball back to Sterling, which he has done. Good block again. Did Sterling handle that ball? No, says the referee. It's gone back to him though. It's Cucurella right in the corner, drills it towards goal, but Jordan Pickford right behind it. Didn't take it cleanly at first, but he was right on it to make sure that nobody picked up the pieces.
Yeah, another dangerous attack from Chelsea, this time with Raheem Sterling down the right hand side. He picks the ball up initially coming back from Mikalenko, and he just rolls it off to his left hand side for Cucurella, who drills a low hard shot towards Jordan Pickford, who comfortably saves it in front of him.
There's Chelsea on the counter once again with Gallagher looking for Mudryk just behind him. But, decent piece of footwork there to get the ball back under possession. He's looking to play the ball again. He takes so long, does Mudryk, with his decision making, and it allows Everton to nick the ball away from him. And there's Harrison. Too many men around him there. Caicedo took it off him very easily. His space for Palmer to get towards the edge of the Everton box, spreads it wide. Sterling is in the box. Good block again by Mikalenko. Tarkovsky with the header, and Harrison just needs to get this ball away, and he hasn't. Chelsea have it. That's good tracking back there by Doucouré. And Doucouré is holding up the challenge of Mudryk. And Jack Harrison with his wrong foot got the best of clearances, and Doucouré just get a foot in there. He makes sure Badiashile has to turn the ball back to his keeper. All a bit panicky.
Yeah, a bit scrappy, bit panicky, bit wrong decision making from Everton. Just need to get in towards this final 15 minutes of the game. Just need to when they do have possession, just have a little bit more time and a little bit more quality on the ball, just to take or just to absorb some of the pressure at all at times.
It's Gallagher spreading it wide. That's too long. Mudryk won't get that one. As I say about Chelsea, I know people are listening to us will be wanting us to say how well Everton are doing, but Mudryk, good player, but boy, you can't make a decision on him. Yeah,
I think in terms of when you get into that final third, I think that's one of the reasons why Chelsea have not converted any of their chances today, is because they've not made good decisions in the final third when they have been in good positions.
It's Doucouré, the goal scorer, comes away from Palmer. He's got Gallagher with him, and Gallagher got a toe in.
Chance
for them to break. Here's Sterling down that right side. He's got Branthwaite in front of him. Good challenge. Jackson can't get the ball on target, and away by Tarkovsky. And who made that challenge? Look at Jordan Pickford. It's Mikalenko again. He stopped Sterling getting a shot away.
Yeah, it's
how many times has this guy make stops?
Then Everton do need to stem this, because they lose possession again in the midfield, and before you know it, in a flash, Chelsea are breaking into the box. And to be honest, they should be 1-1, because Jackson gets his chance all wrong.
Here comes Cucurella for Chelsea. They are definitely throwing the kitchen sink at Everton at the moment. Here's Palmer to shoot from a long distance there, and instead he changes his mind, back onto his left foot once again, looking for the run by Mudryk. Cleared by Nathan Patterson, but it's going to come into touch on this near side. You can see Lewis Dobbin has got his shirt off, the young striker. As Chelsea take the throw in, this is Badiashile. 11 minutes, says the scoreboard, at the park end of the ground. And Abdoulaye Kouré's goal divides the sides. I will say, what's that finish on Match of the Day? It was a cracker. Palmer. Back it goes to Disasi. There's Cucurella. It's a poor one. Jack Harrison will get that ball. A chance for Everton to hold the ball down, and McNeil didn't take it cleanly. And Chelsea come away with it with Gallagher. Quite a few bodies fell down in that little clash. There's Sterling with James Garner hounding him on that touchline on the far side, but he's found Gallagher. This is Palmer, and this is Colwill. Chelsea go across the field. Is he going to shoot? No, he's going to give it to Mudryk. And Mudryk is waiting, and he's turning back inside, getting towards the D and shooting, and deflected off Tarkowski. That was on target. Good block in the end by Tarkowski.
It was. Whether it was going in, I'm not sure. But it's Mudryk again on this left-hand side of the Everton penalty box, and he darts inside and unleashes a shot which it looks like it's going towards Jordan Pickford's right-hand bottom corner, and Tarkowski gets a good block with his right foot, which clears the danger.
Not making the decision, he did make a decision.
Yeah, he did on that one, yeah.
And he's taking the corner now, and Everton have got everybody back. It looks like McNeil's feeling the pace of it. He's on his haunches there, and the referee having a word with Jackson, and Jordan Pickford's come out to sort of point to his defenders where he wants them. He's got Jackson right in front of him. Mudryk's corner, the header down by Disasi. Very big scramble there, and somehow I think it was Nathan Patterson who smuggled it away. Was it Tarkowski? It was Tarkowski. That was bobbling around in the 6-yard box. Everton are playing with fire here. Chelsea are really dominating this game. There's Palmer away from Onana, and again out to this left-hand side where Gallagher has popped up. Gallagher's going to come back onto his right foot. He's going to use Colwill. And Sterling has moved over to this left-hand side. And this is Caicedo, who's the last man for Chelsea, but everybody bar Sanchez is in the Everton half. Lovely touch there by Sterling. Caicedo's cross. Patterson, did it go out for a corner? It did, said the official on the far side. And this is getting a bit relentless now, isn't it? It's almost a siege.
Yeah, listen, Everton have got to dig in now. They're getting into the last 9 minutes, 8 minutes of this game of normal time. And you've got to take into effect there'll be a few tired legs out there now, especially with the game on Thursday. Chelsea have had more time to prepare for this game. So that is certainly a factor.
Mudryk with the corner to the far post. Onana with the header, and there's going to be a foul there in favour of Everton. And they dealt with that one all right. Even the fact that there was a foul, Onana was above everybody else to get that header away. And maybe now, Alan, take your time.
100%. Everton should not be in a rush to do anything now. Use the clock, work the clock in terms of when it's in your favour, and you do have your disruptions in play. Just take your time, obviously without getting booked with slowing the play, which the referees obviously are on top of right now. But that was a welcomed break for Everton there.
The free kick wasn't a good one, but the header forward by Caicedo was dealt with by James Tarkowski, who cushions the header back.
Yeah, I think Onana's got to do a bit more there and all, because he's not even challenged for the ball there with Caicedo.
Is he rusty? He's not moving that.
Listen, Phil, being able to jump is not rusty. And there he does better on that one. I think he just switched off on the first one.
Well, he had the through ball from Nathan Patterson ended in Sanchez.
Keeper's coming off.
Yes, he is actually. They're going to make the final 2 substitutions with Ian Matson, the Dutch defenders, coming on, and Jordi Petrovic is coming on as well.
And Cucurella's coming off.
Yeah, Cucurella's limping off. Yeah, that's a straight swap because Matson is a fullback.
Yeah. I think he's obviously injured, Cucurella, because he's hobbling off with his. Looks like he's had a bang on his left leg.
And so is Sanchez. That's when he fell over, wasn't he? He came right over the top of Tarkowski from the corner, and he's gone to sit down. Lewis Dobbin is still waiting on the touchline, but they're still not going to make the substitution, it seems, Everton at the moment, although is Sean Dyche finally doing it?
I don't know whether he's ready. The 4th official's not ready with it. That's why he's not been able to do it, because he's allowed Chelsea to do all theirs.
I'm ready to go here. This is going to add a lot of time on.
Yeah.
That's, I could reckon at least 6 or 7 minutes. Here's a long ball for Mudryk. Again, to stride down this left-hand side. He's got past Patterson and pulls the ball back. Onana and James Garner combine.
Brilliant, James Garner.
Danger. Oh, and Onana gives the ball straight away to Matson, who's slotted in at left back. And they've put Disasi back on the right-hand side. Jackson tried to thread the ball through there to Sterling. Hammered clear by Jack Harrison, but Badia Shield can chase back and pick it up with no threat from a royal blue shirt. Chelsea have it on halfway with Palmer. As it goes to Disasi. This is Palmer once again. He's got a nice stretch there to wait, come inside a defender, looking to pick out Mudryk on this left-hand side. On the chest he goes. Maatsen makes a run into the Everton penalty area, forced out by Harrison. Flicked through though by Disasi towards in fact it was Caicedo who made the run. Harrison trying to get the ball away. A foul on Onana. Some nice triangles from Chelsea, but in the end, once again, they can't make a decision, can they?
Yeah, they you know, on the eye, they look a really nice team in terms of playing, but when they get into the final third, their decisions have, thankfully from an Everton point of view, have not really clicked for them today.
Trying to score a picture book goal.
Yeah, they are. You know, there's lots of 1-2s. There's lots of trying to get the ball in behind the Everton defence and getting the ball across. You know, but it hasn't happened for Chelsea today, and there's a reason for that as well. Is that Everton defensively have been strong at times. You know, they've got themselves in good positions. Mykolenko has been very, very good. You know, the two centre backs have stood up to their challenge up to now. You know, and Nathan Patterson. You know, even though it's, you know, I think, to be honest, Mudryk would cause some of the best defenders problems with his pace. You know, he stood up to it in general. You know, thankfully for Mudryk, his final decision is not great.
Yeah, he's right.
You know, really I think what happens is sometimes when you're really, really quick, you know, you forget to slow down on that moment of impact.
From the restart, the free kick is Jordan Pickford downfield, which Colwill can't control, and it's out of play for a throw into Everton. And Lewis Dobbin is on. He replaced Jack Harrison, just as we were talking about that free kick. Ball downfield from the throw, he's headed out by Maatsen. 86 on the clock, but I'd say at least another 6 or 7 after 9.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think that the one thing in terms of giving Everton credit, Phil, is that they just keep going. Yeah. You know, they have a Sean Dyche team. They just keep going. They never know when to beat. Right now, there's a real growing confidence amongst this group of players.
Free kick to Chelsea on halfway. Caicedo is bundled over by Onana. Lots of free kicks in this game.
Yeah, there is.
Really niggly type free kicks. Not much in them. As Badiashile gets the ball out to Sterling on the right hand side. Sterling's definitely been given a roaming role by Pochettino. It's been popping up all over the place. This is Colwill on halfway. Colwill out to Mudryk. Oh, just danced past Patterson way too easily, and Dobbin. And in the end, Tarkowski has to come across. Well, that was too easy.
Yeah, it is. It's just, to be fair to Mudryk, it's really good play. It's a slighter movement. He checks to his right and then just goes past Patterson to his left.
Caicedo has to turn the ball back to Gallagher. Beto trying to put the pressure on him. It's picked up by Colwill. This is the Dutch fullback who's just come on. Maatsen for Gallagher. Halfway inside the Everton half. Everybody bar Beto behind the ball for Everton. This is Sterling looking for the run by Disasi. He's pulled the ball back for Palmer, and Onana makes a very timely challenge, and one that gets Everton an opportunity to chase downfield. Well, Beto was trying to muster his way past Colwill there, but Everton are playing on the counter now, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. You know, Everton's shape is set in stone now. They're going to get back. Two banks it's a 4 and a 5 realistically, you know, and they're going to try and defend this game out.
It's Gallagher trying to thread the ball through there to Sterling. Mykolenko's out quickly to try and cut him down. He's got the cross in, looking for Jackson. Came off the head there of Patterson at the expense of another corner. There's plenty of crosses coming in now.
Yeah, it's backs against the wall for Everton right now. You know, when you're playing against, you know, a really good team, so you know there is going to be large spells in the game, which Everton have found themselves in today, where you're defending.
Taken quickly again, the corner. Gallagher tries to get the shot away. Dwight McNeil needs to get this one. That looked like a handball. Referee's playing advantage. That's fair enough. That McNeil has got the opportunity to get downfield now. But Gallagher gets back to make the tackle, and Chelsea recover possession. I've got to say Michael Oliver was right there, because McNeil went 40 metres downfield. Here comes Palmer. Mudryk making the run, and Mudryk can't control it under good pressure by Doucouré. And in that situation, I thought Doucouré did well not to put him on the floor, because it could easily have gone down there.
Yeah, he could have done his, you know, it's really good defending by Doucouré. He matches the quickest player on the pitch, to be fair, you know, and he just he eases them out of Mudryk has, I think, tried to chop back, and Doucouré's got shoulder to shoulder and just out muscled him, and it goes out for a goal kick for Everton.
In a dangerous situation there. Well done to Doucouré, chasing back the man who's given Everton the lead. We're going to find in a few seconds how long. I was going to say at least 6 here. Might be more with all the injuries and substitutions in the second half. Beto on his chest, and that's a foul by Mudryk on Lewis Dobbin. And up goes the board, which will say 7. Well, I'm not surprised.
No, we did speak about that before, Phil. It's possibly going to be 6 or 7 minutes. Yeah. So it's another 6 or 7 minutes that Everton have just got to keep defending.
Yeah. Don't forget, you can have your thoughts on the game. Alan will be staying on. You can call us on 0800 731 9333. You can text us 81333. Make sure you start your message with the word Mersey. And you can use WhatsApp as well, 08000 321 333, and again start your message with the word Mersey. As Pickford's free kick comes off the head of Disasi, and Dwight McNeil will let that run out for a corner, and the ball's at the right end of the ground.
Certainly Everton do want the ball up this end. They'd be very happy with that. Dwight McNeil could have easily kept it in if he wanted to, but he's happy to let it go behind for the Everton corner.
And run 45 seconds.
And another, as the clock keeps ticking by.
Fulham 5, West Ham 0. That's 5 on Wednesday.
I think that tells you where Everton are right now. Jared Banthwaite has stayed back for this as well.
Still plenty forward though, and Arna's on the penalty spot. Beto is right behind him. Tarkowski is going to try and make a run. Now he's coming to the far post. It's in there, put down by Petrovic. Dobbin with the shot. Yes! Dobbin has sealed the game for Everton. A left-footed shot as it was headed down, drilled it past Petrovic. His first goal for the Blues, a special one. Everton 2, Chelsea 0.
3 points wrapped up for Everton. It's been a great 4 days for them in terms of Newcastle and now today Chelsea. But we've said all along about Everton staying in this game, and while Chelsea kept pushing and pushing, they're always susceptible to Everton getting another goal to win this game, and that's just exactly what happens. Ball comes in from the corner, it gets cleared out to the edge of the box for Lewis Dobbin, who strikes a low hard shot into the bottom corner and seals 3 points for Everton.
Yeah, he hit that one clean.
Yeah, he did.
Keeper came for it, never really got near it, and he smashed it past him, didn't he? That was a tremendous. The keeper made a hash of that. He's nowhere near it, and he paid the penalty for it.
Yeah.
But that's a goal he'll always remember.
Yeah, he does. He comes and punches it with his right hand, and it falls into the danger area on the edge of the box. But to be fair to Lewis Dobbin, he gets over the ball, which it's not an easy ball to strike, and he keeps it low, and it flashes past the keeper Petrovic's right hand into the bottom corner.
It's nothing like your first goal, though, is it?
No.
The young man will remember that for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
2-0 for Everton then. And we are 2 minutes into stoppage time. Just see this out now as Mudryk finds Jackson. Tried to nick it past Branthwaite. He was onside.
I think the linesman's looking at the linesman behind. You won't be able to see Phil, but he was going to give offside, and he's put his hand up to his left hand side to say carry on, play on.
Well, credit to Branthwaite, got there to put Jackson off, and Pickford came out to smother it. It's like Thursday night all over again, isn't it?
Yeah.
We shall not be moved coming out. That was getting a rendition on Thursday night. And Arna puts the pressure on Sterling, and Tarkowski gets in there, just smashes it downfield. Petrovic will pick it up. Well, he better not pick it up, he's outside his area actually, but just passes the ball to Colwill. Sean Dyche is still there.
Yeah.
Urging them on, making sure they're not going to clock off and allow Chelsea any time, any opportunity to get into this. They'll give themselves a lifeline. It could be a hat-trick of wins in 8 days, and hopefully 3 clean sheets to boost as well. Let's not forget that.
No, it's, you know what, when you look at it on
I'm saying that, Alan, this is a little defence wins matches, doesn't it?
Of course it does. You know, I'm just going to let this play build up here before we...
Jackson to Palmer. Disasi won't reach that one. Mikalenko, who for me is Everton's man of the match. I'm going to ask you.
I think he has been outstanding. You know, I think the back four for me, if I could give it to a group of players, it would be the back four. But Mikalenko has been very, very good. He's been excellent. I think the 2 centre halves have been very good.
There's Dobbin back defending. Good ball as well. Kept in by Doucouré, just slipped away from him. This is Maatsen to pick it up for Chelsea. Caicedo. This is Gallagher, put under pressure by Beto, makes him force the ball out wide. Disasi can't get a touch on that one. Picked up by Caicedo. This is Gallagher into the box. But once again, Everton there in numbers, and Branthwaite makes the challenge, and Pickford collects the rebound. He gets to the floor. And at the moment, they're saying to Chelsea, you will not get through.
At times today, you know, it has been attack v defence.
Yeah.
At times. And Everton have stood up to everything that Chelsea have thrown at them. Yes, there's been good defending in there. Yes, they've had a little bit of luck when they've needed it. You know, but the most important thing is that Everton have always stayed in this game to give them chance to win it when that chances have come. And when them chances have come, Everton have took them.
Yeah, those 2 goals, Abdoulaye Doucouré and Lewis Dobbin, and 2 cracking finishes as well.
Yeah.
They really were. Not tap-ins by any stretch of the imagination. They were really well shot, drilled along the floor.
I think what's a big positive and awful is that with this Everton team, you're always looked and you're always reliant on a striker in terms of the goals. Whereas goals are coming from various positions around this team now as well, which is good.
Mudryk, halfway inside the Everton half. Sterling tried to get the ball back to Mudryk, but overhit it, and Jordan Pickford falls on that one. It's going to be a mighty roar here, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, I really take my hat off to the players, because you know the Premier League is a very, very difficult league, no matter who you come up against. You know, and to get 3 wins, you know, 2 in the space of 4 days against 2 teams realistically that have had Champions League aspirations, you know, is
one team
you've got to take your hat off to Everton for that.
Yeah. There's Jackson on halfway, misdirects that one, and Nikolenko just puts that ball into touch. It doesn't matter now as long as the ball's heading towards the Chelsea goal. Sean Dyche still there, still working, not giving up until that final whistle's gone. But Everton, say one thing, they are going to stay 17th in the table, but they are going to put some distance between themselves and that bottom 3.
Yeah.
That's the important thing today, as Pickford will pick up the pieces there off that long ball. And Everton on the edge of 3 wins for the first time since Carlo Ancelotti was the manager in February 2021. It's been a long time coming. Michael Oliver is still saying play on, as Doucouré tried to flick the ball on. It says 97 minutes on the scoreboard. Can't be much time left in this one now. Michael Oliver blows the whistle on another Everton victory. A hat-trick of wins in the space of 8 days. They've all been different, Alan, but that one was a brilliant defensive performance, and taking your chances when they came.
Yeah, listen, as a former player, you can't win games of football the way you want all the time, because the quality in front of you is just so great now, you know, and we have to, you know, give Chelsea credit today, because at times they played some really good football, but to be fair to Everton, they stood up to every challenge, you know. And I think what you're seeing now is that Chelsea players here, I think Jackson's not happy with something what he said. I think these Chelsea players need to take more of that fight into the actual game rather than at the end of the game when it's over.
He's really upset.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, to be honest. I missed it. I was too busy celebrating myself.
Just like the other night.
Yeah.
Newcastle getting upset about it. But he was saying, you can play all the pretty football you want.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter when it's a nil
No,
against you now.
I think the difference between the 2 teams today, from me looking, and it's the first time I've seen Chelsea live this season, is that you know what you're going to get with Everton. You don't know what you're going to get with Chelsea. That's the difference between the 2 teams. And I know the 2 managers on the sideline, I know Pochettino would want to be Sean Dyche, in terms of Sean Dyche knows what he's going to get out of this team. Mauricio Pochettino doesn't know what he's going to get out of the Chelsea team, and as a manager that's very difficult and it's very hard.
But Everton today, 3 wins in the space of 8 days, Alan. You said it, wins don't come easy at all.
No.
Knock off 3.
No.
3 clean sheets, 6 goals.
You know, we've had a very turbulent few years here at the club, and you know, I can't remember the last time Everton won 3 games on the bounce because of the ups and downs.
2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago.
Ancelotti was the manager.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Phil, you said that before, yeah.
The lockdown season.
Yeah, you know, and for a club this size, that's 2.5 years too long, you know. But listen, let's all the credit goes to the players and Sean Dyche, you know, because they've put on a huge amount of work and effort into the 3 wins in the last 8 days. So you know, they deserve a huge amount of applause, and they deserve this ovation that they're getting now from the Everton crowd.
Nobody's leaving, are they?
No.
The street end are there in full numbers. The
Rightly
park
so.
end are there.
You know, you see that the only gaps that really we're seeing now around the stadium is the Chelsea gaps, because they've all left, you know, to go home. You know, the Gladys Street is still jam packed.
Rock and roll time.
Yeah, all the players are going to give them the adulation.
I must say as well, a special day for young Dobbin, isn't it?
Yeah.
He'll never forget that.
No, it's, you know, it's as a young player coming through, you always want to have an impact, you know, and if you can get on that score sheet, which he has done today, that's a memory that he'll never ever forget. You know, the first one would have been him making his debut, you know, but second to that will be obviously scoring at Goodison Park against the big team and all in Chelsea.
Amadou Onana's just gone across and did what Seamus Coleman did the other night and give it the big punch to the crowd. 2 great finishes today. Let's just end on them. But Everton were patient. That first goal, Dwight McNeil with a great run. Pinpoint pass for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, forced to save. One finish though from Doucouré.
Yeah, you know, and Everton had to be patient because of the quality of Chelsea. You know, if they would have went toe to toe with Chelsea, I think there would have only been one winner here today. You know, and that's being respectful to both Everton and Chelsea. You know, so they had to pick the moments when to go and when not to go. And when they did go, and when Everton did what Chelsea couldn't do today, is that when they had the right moments, they capitalised on them.
A great performance from Everton, from all the players today. A really determined win against a very, very clever Chelsea team. But hard work won this one for Everton. They took the 2 opportunities to come their way. Weren't the only 2 opportunities either.
No.
Dwight McNeil puts a brilliant save from Sanchez in the second half. But from 1 to 16, all the players who came on put in a shift for the Blues today. A big week. 3 wins on the trot for the Blues. Let's hear from you. You've heard from us. Let's hear from you. Everton won this game. 3 wins on the spin. They finished here at Goodison Park. Everton 2, Chelsea 0.
Total Sport.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
Great commentary. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Alan.